Exi Ponkno. Exi Zero poison.
Best station in the capital. Meet FM. Best station in the capital. Meet FM.
Area was your for Mamunina, aha, ya Mwakwaba Sonko, high, me 90, 100.9 FM. You check live on Facebook, YouTube, and baby, TikTok, and see a TikTok live, our woman goddess page. Production crew Ayakra, Jordan, Yadmak, Jero Sajima, Frema, Bankro, Nanaya, Safo, Abdullah Dasmani, and then all was some Kwamenyan Ufia, or Henewa, Kese. Wonyina and Oma Kabumwa and Nevie, Womubomichidom, Namidi Mainti Abro. Many say baby beer was an ooty me live. Get faster than the Kabiama this week chocolate drink specialized at mineral water and a best point savings and loans. Make I was said ne that ya wada. April boss made that to so a do. Na no mo bi na me hwe TikTok baby na mkopi so say ya ye yi survey bi na babeto dwase bosome a wo mo ho ofe pa bosome a sa bosome no ahoofefo na ni wo mo no wo hwe o mani ma hwe wo yi wani so enyi we gogo no bi abebro me December for na to so miensa na mom no wo mo e wo April, the month of April. According to somebody's survey. Now, as to say, ya no create argument, na say what you know. Say, ya no cry, na say, and ya no cry. Embre na bachelor. Because me say, Bosumi bia, ya woman, no here, we were near you, Bosumi bia mu, ya almost so our woman nimwa, ahun ofeni just at it go. E di enti bin kasa sa Bosumi we mu for the woman nyina ahun ofede bi. Me copy so me nam me scroll and me copy so me flip it through every year this my ma be pesa me ne mo che bibi kakra bi what shed was so ni wani atofom de ehunu se wo mo ekita komapa no empempi ye do mo twitwi fom ye do manim eye fom ye tietia won so ahu ukita a golden heart afei ebedru baby nia obeso ni mu aboa no ono ne ode pia ebewo ono ne de wo secrets ebe pia bonten ono ne de wo honsem beko ama mansan asopaw se wahwedin a omo a wakoma panti o fa no abata ho wakoma panti uye ne yie wakoma panti usiesie no ono ena kire obema mansan nyina hu se wo su nipa bonefo de meka yesa wa so anase wadwea kosi bibi so Meka ye se wadua kosi bibia obi dia ye wabwa nipa kropa adrum pempenso a o sen at least nipa no edane nani no ka se meda ase onka obesan ye obone de atuaka se wo ye obi a okuta that good and a golden heart aminia emma de se nipa no aye wo no emuwa bem ema wunyae wo papa ye oso aye papa na emu no fa hye wotirimu se o ya ma Kristo onye manipa oso aye papa na fa hye wotirimu se onye sa papa enye so aseda me expect bi enfri sa nipa ho ye wadwen se o ye ne papa manyame nyankopon de wo bae se wadom enti wo ye sa nipa ne papa enti ye ne papa no onko wari azie adia me pesa me kade atwa adwesi so nyina ne se enyai papa ye da unless a wono ye wo se nipa wo no wo ye mo nwono wo hu nipa mo bo chese bibi a wo nko a pesa me nkonya sa suni na wo mu wo se nipa de gise ebo deliverance. But there are people that they have a golden heart. There are people that womo koma no chese eye sonko ye bo womo sonko dem pay peace afo no so se duru bra womo hia mo a womo nya da dem say we no fit jump dem say you no fit jump dem say we no go fit jump me kai say some time ago na me tie one radio station in Kumasi, the Capital Radio, yeah, and you also for Joshua Kasvosa. How much ya preaching no and no be fresh say papa me wo how na me how ne say obi a me huni bia wo how mu no e tomba koma so say me mo say nipa no tese matade akura me pese me yide che nipa no and was hwe ni ye asam a was of panyin e ka kire nipa no was hwe ni ye because most afo no say dru baby a din ya mu hia nipa mo a yentai mo amo yentai mfi mo enti na esa wo ye good a na wa mo wani ada ho mo wani mfiri saboa wo wate ase me say sa wo mo e de boni etua papa ye ka no wo mo no wo ma so twa da wo mani mo twan wo mo enti en ha wo hu wo sa afo no ho na mom no de mesra wa ne se koso aye papa de odi boni aye betua wo ka no yini firi wakwa mu twa no se de wo twa sra guo no twa ne firi wakwa mu na mom hwesa wo bekoso ama papa ye no edi wanim esanse bebie kwan papa bi ato no mo ama odache facha won wo bi afo wo sa kwan ne so afacha no wate nema wo mo ankasa dwem bone e wo mu tirimu na emas ene wo mu ni because emre bi beba e wo se wonya obi mane so wo nsa na watimi de atwa nsuo na saafo e so sabe bridge kura na nyaade a won beboa ene watra bridge keke wo mo ntimi mmoa ene wo ntra eti ma wo mo nko se be ya obenyu asomdwe saafo na mpempi wotai edo hoto wo mo so a won be ma wo sa asifom enna nipa bia sa wo peso ani gia and chance will be na bemu ani agye one kasankasa create your own happiness it wenum nyina monominia esi enyai papa ye da biara da oso ye papa kopem da ubewuo kopem da wo brebeso kopem da wo ba de beto nsa afrewo because abrabo na ye bono abrabo na etia life is too short mo kwanya nipa fa so ewu nipa jese me kra meti ha me kasai ubehu a manoda sum na so de ade bechi so ni ho enye no anko na no wakasa wo radio so etufo yi ese za na na akwakoye nipa nkweso a enti ma wo bi boni aya wo de ayi no entete wo ama awere ho ama wo nipa so wo mu se wo yo bi a ukuta akoma pa no emfiri wo sonko ameka minya matu ameka onyangotu mesewa live a stress-free life if you don't allow the past to cloud your present. Stress-free life and more the year papa onipa na fomo na o expect say o break you down no na still awda so gina won so na wotimi koba ne ade na fa ase wasoso gya ejade agu ne so na fa epo a wo no bofa wo ho no na egu ne so na ekɔ so na ekɔ so na ekɔ so hallelujah abusi asafe na do afide na to ha no mo say ya eye me 90 ewo neat 100.9 FM me din de MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO betimi afrɛ me biamzi 1 anase woman gada ana MAAME soja ofrɛ me a mejo so me na me di dwumadi ho chia me every sabre ekosisa no 9 ebebo no 9 bo a me sorry so na Ola Michael ababeji edwa and it's a fair now do afide na to ase a me mo akwa abasononko na mo like na mo share kama e TikTok guy woman gada's page woman gada I me twegu live e ho eti mo amabe join woman gada live ni nyina me mamu nyina a special good afternoon me mamu nyina akwaba me say sa wo obi a wo wakoma papa wo a golden heart wo da bia no wo de ne say umpese behu se obi kwa honyahiam etitiru kwa se bia wo sa bofra bi nam ho a ne ho basa na ye wa werho na ye wa homete na tete o unso obi nam ho na chese ne ho e basa ono asabe na safo anyerae na mmom no sabio ohia ene ahokyere ya emma nipa etu anamo bi ani su etu no na fa emma nipa no asesa na hu nipa no mobofa no prapra ne ho eye ne yedi ni si ba bi ya go me kai se minim papa panyimu bi a oye big time businessman e wo Ghana ha sei as papa ya meka na semi was wo bank right half of maame a wo je no feso ene ne tena ye maame ne boa ne pa eti nyame ehira no no wana ne chi maame no oye na dwense maame no wo mma enti obete baako no ne na tena no watete no na koda no so waba be ye nipatitiw e wabusua no mu akoda no so aso abamfaso e de ama abusua no na maame na hunu se papa ye bi abiri bi wo ye etwamu no anye kwa abusua fo na munim ne esi ye so Timbuktu Ghana me akwa so ne se bra ye businessman e fa branti wo de ne kotena ne fie posh house o ka wo pe no otwie aduane wo pe no odie ono a wone dan kese wone ne tete se de ne ba wone ne ba ene tie yom bedie eno abi na krachi edie na afa mu ne mabusuafo ne ye ko so ati ni wia papa no susuro bo no say owia no ye ne se efie ni school wo ye ne fumfram na woni made abrante ndi sika no koye woti a hwe a obeka chem se menchira ba bi abrante no ko bona sum me say wonim ade abrante ndi sika no ye ewi ase ase hwe ma de kososo a sign businessman na kuma penti na onwene bone mfa sa abrante ehunti anka abrante mfa sika ikura nkosi dan ananka on mfa sika no kura no kwantu kwankwa buruchire nkwa kasa me kwa kobɔ me bra menya me ba betua abrante ndi sika no kotwa bet sabusuafo sika over bare 500,000 Ghana cedis odi kotwa bet it is any passe utumu se bro woni trim dada enti we ya obi hu ne mobo a wode nipa na sin kwanchen no we obi hu ne mobo da eno so nkyere se businessman e so ojai papa ye oda so ye papa oda so ye nipa yi sa bi na meka to abrabo so se emfa ho ne ya yade a nipa ndi wo fam e se koso a ma papa ye endi wanim Ayame Mainti and Wasugu Awuti Higher Needs FM. Nene on Kanawu basis. Asembi hame maminya nyum no kra na menkasa. Asembi tete mabrabo pa Ghana. Ye peso mine ye koye nimu anase ye dia pan ye peso man ye. What do we really want to do? What do we want to achieve? Kwan ben ye mfa so ensiesie wo man yi. Hwe ye nyina ye wo ha. Ye nka bi nhyiemu. And a member of parliament, after press conference, say, me intel enyanent yes say, play me nu ababesi Ghana ha. Womo suspect says our planes no, enu boni e wom, and as our planes no krano, womu di first sikaboni e hudja. Enti bambo fwe, movement into form. Namunye ne kakra se mube hunu kurebi was asemi mwa. Boni ben waye. Ana ye bone eyamfom so it is the best thing na mo be ye ne se mo be fa sa me who say Machiavellian tactics or say Rambo style or say then there's a book chini pano. Say why you bonny bang. And as my maker me name the American. Bonny bang and a sandy pano. Why ye? Edi sabi obi ati asem no otia ye mpanyimfo na asem muntu ho anamo asemi president His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ye no. O can say security agencies monka muhungum na mo investigate the fair gentleman of the land asem o kan ye eno no se mo investigate nipa no kro de asem beto dwasem maye krado mo freme a meba. It is the best thing I say. You better crata near the aton suffering so ruin no nyamfo. Una say. Eti brai further and better particulars. Fabre ye near su no mo suko na ye hwehwe baby asem no efiri ne ye kone ne hwan na eba. Oh! They say asem na aje say hwanyan. It is na nya no kura kura. Kwan ya mo fa so a handle asem no chese ade na jama ye no kure. Because when you send be a was a China Basanka, I do radio, so the TV, so the IB, me so make a be. When you're somewhere, yasam. And one is a national security, Baba Beswasim no. Oh, you hear mono, ya who be biasa. Asam aqua baby actually. Or be a bonnet bra. I dear semini, and I mean as I'm the main team we ye. Majari, men as I'm the main team we ye, and as a son as some no, etie. Yes.
My feel.
Miss Mafio, papa.
And a week. Yamia Domini upon the Dube took one. What if Rema? What's if Rema? I comment to cry or my NHS and Yano correct. Rema, you need. Or no, the Subaintin or on Jimmy. In a Cobejimedi. Biamzi.
Yes.
The woman is on. Ayana. And some for it, a man yourself, my yay, your may. So Beccamuno crown, I'll be the Muntron. And Edding Pow. Into the Edding room. And I know correct council on the part of politicians. Yes. And yay, there be. Maybe no crying at the heart pay Maka. And I make a man of 1 year. Now, woman, I can who soon be. No, my baby catch there and say, media. Media. Into a dear way, I'm also sauce way into your mamma. And your woman made enough. One my agent at the other side. Also, about it's media. It's a dear way, cost way to move. Yes, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Grandma, yeah, papa. Now, me just a politician, any better platform be so. Now, all can I dear way, it's more central for money, me blame. A dear way, idea is a Makoya, my dear Bino. Mako Hunu Swane Giano. Mobile boy, yes, and trough for so more. And I'm saying, Koye Mount, who's a media and canon too. And when he has a media become was, and when he has a media become was him. Now say a Koye Mawa dear, and also better as it media, the echoes you moon. And that dear amount was in media. Yes, so no maso. Eh, a radina couple. They say media and Yanya day. Now, be a mountain. Yes. I dare we are costing na ayedidi. I did not care simple. Me church him. I saw Pepe net. Obia me bona basso pa wa dear we mo. A Ghana man penny John Dramani Mahama. Oh, me too chamano. Magjay, me too chamano. I just say, Otis are some way no. Quickly, now man for say. Na entisan called the social media handle and or they transmitted some information to a security agency because a official what make us and so many but they be and so on na official your friend saying a memo be coy and now or the beto and the social media handle asemi ba ye pena o man penyina ya to abama na ye de Ghana hye no ono akasa atwero de to ho said the assembly kono etwetwe na so enunti wabomodin directed NACOC CID NIB mon collaborate with your friend is saying Reverend Tim Fojo na yenhu asem no ne pomasibre be ma se na ka asem aga no simple ade ache ya yes, a government spokesperson at the video 7 minutes. aba betudwa ono de baya o say
now before video no Bomaje before video no or the statement e baye ebe kan say den bebrebe and na also fontin for your course was or kan sasemi and okokoye video
no de baye no o say insamo no enye no kre reverend team for your etwantro na sa video na government spokesperson Honorable Felix Kwachufo so the buyer. When making reference to a man penny directives, you know. There be. So when I was here, I work as the man or the buyer spokesperson. When making reference or the buy in his capacity as what?
That's as a president to cry and sanctions are at the end. Because we more.
Man, they
say no the power nekitano no. It's so strong. Say, obey me issue statement without presidential approval.
Because Biama. Omampanya kasa na nkawo government spokesperson dia wonne hwan
wona obetimu yie
wokra na obetimu se ade na ba ama Ghana mampanyin because enye obi a na obekọ his excellency in the timelines the social media handles so iti na kawo de wo ye video na wo de ba ye no wona wo be kire mama yen no mate ase se ade ya ba na e ba ye no krampo no Ghana mampanyin issue directives say institutions when woman yenhwehwemu woman collaborate with honorable Johnny Team Fojo na woman yenhwehwemu no de aba beto dwaniye na fa wo de ato aso wa kan wenum nyina wo wie ya na Felix Kwachufo su wo wie ya na wa ba be ka say yen centrofo ene yesoso say noama we so ye man attention
na de centrofo
Hey, I told you about me idea be ma e say nukure bi wa na esak ye ka kire mo bat aya na ya reserve and na dey wo say in centrofo ye soso say no ma gwa dentina ye kra ye give you attention
to such where ye flimsy
but be person be ka kire ne say
issue
o man panyin na ne refi no so o man panyin so ye centro ni o uncle GJ o man panyin din wo mo o ye member of good standing or in Centroni. And now woman penny na issue directive no well no. And now what can you na fra na say o man penny crown so no onim de enti as a president e man attention.
E qualify for President Felix Kwachufo so on design no. Woni o mo ya adwene.
There be men ka say me no mo ya adwene ho ne de. There be. Ne normal wakeka me ne nya adwene. And na me bom tokuro.
And na grofo call say yempam no.
Okay, say on be pam ne de 2 minutes kuta o man penny nsem. Ejane de me ne hwan na makoka say yempam no. Na me kura me so ade a na ya ne say obi ya na dwuma na mesusu say yanjin free ne nsem wan ye ne yi a ye be fe ye sene ya ka kira say ade wo ya we de wo pron wo dodo you have to admit it na me bo eye Mustafa Gbande abaso and now no pay first interview on my show o ya de papa say or address issue no said yet Onela Mponsa no ne ade say me frɛ Mustafa o so wadamfo no o frɛ no keka bibi kra na to watch no so ente sa enye no kra Mustafa bitum ne twesa enti enne Mustafa etimi address ade no said yet or your deputy director operations or presidency o ne Felix no man na ehye ho or address said yet say no normally bi wo ha entwa yie dia Felix kan ye no entwa yie enti biama adena ade aba o mampani akasa
yemfa so bo mo obi a na nhwehwemu ne nkoso nhwehwemu no nkoso afa ya nra de esi ye wo honorable eye intimfo de ofie hoyi very disgraceful
na member of parliament mo koche na enye problem enye hwe na me biama me meti we won se wunim na wo hye mask na wo de beji na me
biama wanu am robber
difference bi animu o be hye mask aba be gina me ma jerry me
difference bi animu
me kwanya no and me what a mask for me o bobo nsem dia mame wako bi fie wako hye mask Oko ya say me beche
so for no grab me say
really
or you so for kind
really
because obi anka eye be ye butu ka ene be firi mu aba no enye ne se yete ha ye
say de ye gan obi kura be ka say na mo nti mo trama no chapere
o na say that atemni de de ombedi ye
biama no kura wo mu ni say yen hwe ne ya address sa issue we
enye adepa
hwe me da bia na me ka say me ye victim the year 2014
yeah me kai
na yele ametefe
me kai
me ye victim sa brand Ghana ni ba bia otu kwan eko UK wudru hitro biama gurade nyankopon
seche be bo no
ye be ye osa akokọ wogudru kwa na se ye de rubber bi ye pe okra de wa hye rubber bi mu
asili wa no
na me kura me baba 5-year-old daughter na ya stranded ewo hitro adan wa me se hwe
unte ne yakoso
flights na every Africa eba no mo bedru pe mo de yes kan mo anka se yie
mo akromfo
because mo to na mo pet drugs na mo free Ghana ne de ye be mo se nkokọ sabre ne Ghana ni bia o tu kwan 2014 December because assembly see November 2014 December 2014 obi bia o tu kwan ko hitro no sa de we obi di madanse eti ebe nu bone ho sem a aya yetete ya sa na ye ka na travel and see obehu dim bone a e de mo man no eti yan hwe ne address ne yie na ye nya over politicization no na we kan na nya nokre na we Ghana Airport Company Limited o mo kran so mo hwan mo amapa o mo so mo fa statement mra mo se the assemble Reverend Tim for kan kra enya nokre
sesan
eti na chese mo no mampanyin me pamuche wo hwan na sabio asem na huhia ne pa
because mama catch it and a planes
and a plane be see and I must say bokra de mu nim motion civil aviation wom na ye in charge ye gitum e civil aviation for wom na be hwe say wiem hyen bi ba be si no mo ne ade wom na ehwe ade nti na mama ho kwan na mama civil aviation for an issue statement
me Mac
yeah
civil aviation and Ghana Airport Company Limited why na share na yon kwase
Ghana Airport Company Limited no un say woman no efa airport ho kwan a your friend say wiem hyen no ne ade ne ba be gina ho no ehye Ghana Airport na so ye adwuma no bom honestly speaking say mitumi nya wo Ghanogram ne say de tie but answer na wiem hyen bi ba be si no radar bi enam so bia no sa radar no civil aviation for na control eti wiem hyen
adwuma bom
eti airport ne de oni de ye beka so ye fie wura airport ne ye fie wura
civil aviation
eti civil aviation for mo eti we say nakok for krom wo ho tenant ne wo mo civil aviation wo mo ye tenant na ye other your friends investigative or agencies are wo mo ye no say wo call Aviance Cargo wo mo wo adwumaku a wo mo so wo mo cheko wo mo nyina ye tenant but airport company dey why say efie wura
okay
so say the identity
no manage wo mo nyina in such a situation about BBC yaba no
yeah
why when I say issue statement
very good
whether to confirm or deny
the woman nie civil aviation for no woman na wiem hyen bia manimu so e wo airport bia woman na control the radars
okay
enti flight na air ko ni nyina enam radar bi mu enti say what wiem hyen mu Ghana no pagya ne mu pe na woman the nearby radar air communicate flight number so and so eba it will be free Ghanaian airspace obeyire free radar mu no call the next radar sa no mo so air control no mo kopem time ob kwakodru sa na hye ne te ewiase nyina it is civil aviation for na enim say ewiem hye bi eba in the next 45 minutes eba ba be lande it woman na enim de enti asa ewiem hye no eba
didn't it omonkasa
say bibi wom say bibi nim eti bia ma me de nanka I was expecting nanka me hwe anim say ebe joint press statements from Ghana Airport Company Limited and the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority Aviation Authority nanka womo de sa statement na breyen nanka mu beda hogie pa na we de airport company de ba yo say adwuma nkra nyo no na in charge na ye civil aviation
me de me hunu say nokure bi wom a mo mpese Ghana fo be hunu e na womo de Ghana fo adwene na edi agro sana me hunu
asem no
because asem we nya asem bia nka ya twene
da asem bia ya twe we asem ya ba bia de na mi brade And to say it's a container.
More a member, a whole member of parliament. What these guys, Kakamoto woman him asked Tommy if you said, oh, yeah, I'm Robert Bios, or you within Bios, or your dear no.
Bema can no
That's a member of parliament in Bonamofas last time with Aquacochini. Now you're meeting.
There be a meeting.
You won't couldn't pass, so you're anything.
No crumble the Zango.
Because Minim see a war and she say, yeah, so person arresting member, and now we inviting member of parliament as all faso. One on back and say, what track my speaker? Speaker is yet to respond to that invitation at the end. No release MP.
And no crumble Felix Quachu and a kind, you're not a meeting free now.
Say no present.
So one match at the Aquacoma speaker.
Did the end normal paper?
So, into Nippons almost a maton saffron.
Oh.
Honorable you say obian frame it ya dey say ba honorable masa okrata because honorable member of parliament you can't tell me say o pick phone na with the friend really no officially right to the honorable member of parliament and no crown police so mo troma no and aka wan kwa aka by now say statement in da bonten ya kenkan ya kan we nyina nipa ni bi se wo monte ase yan kan no kran kira ye hu no man no enye nipa ba godi o
example ya kan no kran musi bue
ya ka ba ye yan ka what dia yeti ya ye wo musi bue yan kan so a wo musi bue
di atemo a atedi di ensesan yu
oh debi ensesan ye da de eti a ne yeti asam so de eti bia ye be ka no kre wo me wa aso no wo betie
amaye magjerry me da sipi yabusuafo menu abema magjerry ena what is yene no ebo enkomo efasa yera intim fodjo na so for intim fodjo ne wiemisen ye begina ha ene ho nkro ne ba nsam ni aye bebre kwanura wo mo yese wo mo kwa akwache no a wo mo ye kwa akwache no ahye ka aka motobi wo ma hye mask wo mo anim wo mo besi ebehu wo mo anim ene wo mo akọ no so for ni 3 ye me aka no se me wo AK47 na te abofre a madani mo agu mebu nam me bona mutuo me mo a me kunwo me bona mutuo no wa kire me ne nti a wo ba me fie wo ba be invite me say me boa investigation a wo akwakwahye mask abusuafo sa kwan yi e na wo se efa so eto nsa efre obi a wati asem ho e de a kire mpanyimfo se bambofo munhwehwem sa kwan ne efa so eto nsa frɛ no ana awadwen kire bra 0302243540 Hello.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Ajani Mompacho, yo, meet you.
I said, we are coming in here. The American one said, democracy, and a Kariman Kami. Will be at Kenagin. Now, I know your software. When I say, I can win your Sunday, Assembly canoe. Or my room was 70 acres, don't fast of some members. When you saw yourself when I would have born in there, cost of a tune to me in Ghana. And did American Yan is there, and did you for a human from my when you cast some money. For Monshano, kiss your man, Monsieur Hotel, one back here from Hotel, 1 year through. The way now we are and young with us, and third, the enemy see a table. One told me a member of Monco, and one woman, and near my cost, one watch it, one yard, 1 million. One year, I'll have a send public for me, I cast my anchor. Bye-bye.
Sippy. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Bajo dini baby afrefi. Hey, na da won't mean kasa. Abweti ya wana. Ana wo mfa. Okay, kan wasam ni enko e. Wo yare akana me ma metwetwe wo me massage o kama.
Ani ame yare. Ani ame yare.
Ubaje, ka o kasa ni enko.
Me are in the kitchen now.
Young quiet you, no crassa, yet you.
You, my main child, and a more Obapa. You queen, I mean, young canopy. Me, Cassa, and Diana, a pastor, a buyer, a young Yamete. You know, a fine man, and to be far for a castle, and because as a member of parliament, we are ranking member, our interior, we need Ghana security and we need the appropriate area we our portal case with their mom. And the meaning is to say, Minister of what they say transport and sanitation. Who are the number? Who you know? What friend also? I can tell himself what me our avoid the war. It's added to one draw security agencies not attention. That's what the press conference. I'm good. I can wait and go. Man, to say that also meanwhile say no question no question. When you're not. One say woman be. Enti mami ekwina empinu eka no efa so ka no wanyane mo kwanda mo no so
medase yes and also so your point pa no krasa and also your point medase pi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Bacho di ni baby afrefi
Possibility to see bantuma kultia ho fa hema
Toto Bachi yenko
mami Bacho last commander to Pachima sumo do me kobenya precisely taifa mami me da say babu adwuma initial statement no u bisa fe bonesa sofo no ahu asem na wakasa abambofo anase omo e water sector like investigative institutions in nhwehwemu no bone ana Bacho set sound kasem ne midru ha ebi awona wan putu ni ye ntimi nso minchire mu ne oye press conference say ni wonu intel awanya nie ana o start here no cocaine aban say no start communicate you ana president who ade no ono so hu no internet too one share officially ama government too okoya the press conference na your first president is who the internet so eno ocho ni X handle say asem no interest and say who here no into investigative institutions na any honorable almost say omni honorable be corroborate no ma ye hwehwemu no mu di ya to ye ena government prospection eba be chiri mu say some na honorable aye ho press conference all kika from am enye no kwe no chiri mu fine o chiri mu say enye no kwe no nanka wo honorable as you are nanka wo the evidence abasa oh the ntia me kan ni say no enu nie me evidence ni nti enye tro bi na me bi evidence ya chinchan wosusu a untimi kanhye na woni nam
medase good afternoon
mini ababia
oni apenye bacho
what to say
yesu adom wodem yanko
me se obedi sofo
amen
na asemu ye nuanom no odidi se omba ombeka Omanya yetimu a ye nkwala obi ba hwehwe obi wo fi a ne wapia o se koka se mini ho ofosu kwa ase asemu o kai eye no kre asese asofo no ka se lendi abesi okra no o se nye no kre akiri o se wo mutai plane tai apai wo wiem ene ye be ye wo Ghana plane ese ya Ghana ne ye be ye ndc for nsemu amukatia na nado wo kokemu ebi ni asemu aba na papa na koka eno na mo nka no mo hye max na mo de ko ne fi na me tuomfo me mani Africa kra me hu Jack Begley me hu 1,000 me hu Pantabisa Jack Begley no ye senior police officer on no ko wi a go direct train wa pam gente odi bonia me na me te first light ganeshi me ko top petrol e wo dance bar na ye BP filling station 1982-83 obe bro yen na onya me tua neka ye jeli no 10 years mo wo prison nti se ne wanya position Japa o se hwanu ma ne ma o mo ye no ene de Lawrence kwa wawu aja Ghana ho ma ahunu a entumi nye obi afi wo Ghana no nye obi ade o President Mama nkrofo na asase egu hu animu afi na fa unansi form mini aba oni ya menyadu
erade enka won so wo ho good afternoon
MAAME BIAMAH
me ba chodi ni baby afrefi
me no kune me kasa fi asoma kasa
yo ena ba chodi
yo nyamisha ne mapa oboma omangana Mame, media say asem no honorable team for you so for your press conference so for can boko so can he and no be problem the issue ni say asem no make you and no na ko fa ntwuwa so de na ba and I just say any problem o the evidence a wo no fabra who say honorable first of course be cast no changing na obeka say nyampa who say changing na che enye sa na tie na wo like over evidence wa na just identity and you say for evidence na bra also still also from na ka na oga na okagu na yen ko sa max ya temi MAAME BIAMAH ye ni koma na city MP nkofo bi share max e de ko bo no ayewaso wo eya attempts no man nye hu afi say the AC na ibi si de wo ye wo ha na city MP ebi mu share max ayewaso ye bo no ene energy minister ye lose election 2016 dia no mo ye no ene attorney general wo so ye lose election dia na nkofo ko ye no enye we most any bia no money testing go no kuma enti ya kasa ma enye wo afi say ene de ehu ni ehu bi da nkofo ye omo ye worse than what you are seeing today. Boom, enti ya kasa mni those so evidence on evidence nembra na de ye kasa ade we me we then pa na be yem enye we na agi hu be ha wo mama ade na ye no on don for evidence or what aban ni ni begu asa na so aban said ya na wo kan nyanto na wodi okay mp ni de evidence abase e say ni hu sa aban na de wodi to na sem ko
medase pe hey edno se bedwo aje atemuda. Good afternoon.
Ye musa da mami
Me ba jodi ni baby afrefi.
Well, we have been now dance my.
Ejabana se menchro. Yango.
Mami ya hovedia.
Yes, Nana.
Mini ya bema mecha magari so.
Okay.
Mini ya ba. Ene de eban say. Ene se o kan say no crew. Enye no crew. Etimba wo fie ese max ba bechew. Mami, ye ni crew ma hanom. And any baby sorry car say a kufuado at the play move the go amount for pump. I didn't see it. Your small business what you will be. Can you come and a kufuado cover private jet $300,000 month to be a cow bogu Ghana foot. Yet you will be. Mambi, as some younger in team what you walk and air no cray, and answer no cray. Play no a buy, and answer ma. Yansha in team for you, and if this was quite, or mummy no dear not at all. And next was quite the Casamuna, at now different thing. I did talk different thing. Now, dear hard genius and his vocal as Muka say, Munka was a piece of Zuquati or woman penny master. And I was a moon. As I saw Mampena making statement to say, that's a more young to an area. I come on tell Mampena to come Mampena to a month for a game. The opposite quarter can I know, no mortality, as you said, you woman. One time, or do Abeba, and I was coming to Waffle.
Medase pe. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Me ba chodi ni baby afrefi.
Kasafi and Amiri Kofakoju.
Yo, Fakojo ain't you.
The for so we are a mistake a crow.
Mistake ben ya ye odo.
I be ba yen enti ma fe complain no so no makasa.
So why dey?
Ma frɛ sa airport for Ahmed for no makasada.
Na wo frɛ omo omo befa.
Omo mfa sɛ wo frɛ no omo amfa.
No, so wo betimi afrɛ omo ma yanke no bekasa na ya.
Nso ni wo ko asan don for ko.
Wo say airport for na say Ahmed for na wo kan omo
Ahmed for mo makasa.
Na say flight bia e2 a your friend is any shadow need the BBI or online a public knowledge. Obi adim. Enti indicate say
question is mahwehwe.
Yanke ka masa. Yanre de be. What are you talking? What that so?
I was go ade no kai. Mu kotu na mu kotu ni yi. O si oni mampani a enka
na onye mampanyin so
on for evidence by because on kasa ye hwehwem ono so nya mampanyin ebi so for so kwachi kasa na the evidence na free ozo for jo ha na o kasa onu an ko o hwehwem a na the evidence na free for jo ha na reverend mo kasa mo ye no kasa gugu so nyanzadi na come host na mo ye I said, now some more Kasagugus, and to this say, for or the Kasa or radio stations, and son, obey our press conference.
May I say,
and would you say,
good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
afternoon, MAAME BIAMAH.
Me ba show di ni baby afrefi.
MAAME BIAMAH pacho, me di do party, me kasa free new train station.
Meet you.
Yeah, me nyaba mama me abaso. Me say obi buza o say wa fre Ahmed Ford. Na obozu pacho no makasa. Ono ne nsema wo fre Ahmed Ford no ka kire no esisi so. Ono na fi machine no ne ba ne pa Rwanda. According to us, friend if you could for Kromo, Kalania news, and we see Ghana straight. Now, we say I was an anchor where Reverend Tim Fojo was president and our friend National NDA. Hey, I didn't see Nagazano. Yanko Port Transfer member. Come on, could you talk Abrapa? I did Troguna Nado so. I did see for you, yeah, why are there? Hey, was America, and another was a Dennis Cathedral. I pray with him, now I did it for so. Another, I can't crack when I'm proper, another, you say, then this is for Bossy. They come and show me, or could you try your first minister or something here in St. George? What you have a cousin and another, I did get two. Other than that, one friend, another son, and my business is what you get to, and the friend I said, but then this is for so. Send you some dodge can and then yeah, what's on the board young and said your father. Yes, sir. And some of mine can occur because ambulance and Tuka or Tita or Bedru Ghana, may want to retire pipe. Let's go a real a corner number of photos to the young answer thing. Then what was the combat senable? What is the plan about tire pipe? According to Tuka, what's over your time we are not an engine and Liki. Some days you say for Tuka engineer. I know if it's any.
Medase. Good afternoon. Yes, Dr. Newman. Amen. Yanko. Medase. Oh, David, Dr. Newman. Me person me remain 25. Me at the age of 25. My pen. Me commending you.
But was that Maggie has to always was you see the job about the kind of one. What's what is that one kind of? But it can be anything for long. I would be saying, while I was gonna say now, Mamma name is going. Better to look for who says to be while I was gonna have. You will have to not be a basic. Just like that, it's just a moment you don't pay on my move. If you would have possibly, yeah, you're gonna for my cat. And then I said, you know, post of Bob, a chairman. Someone distributed a the elections are over. I don't know what is that. Again, some of one count for every home. Another dark group, and again, some of one count for no. And some of them, some does a car, not Bakuba Heka, now I put a top up a car. What you try a press conference now? What is it to a one hour? Then it's for Mamu, every long. I say, I am so today. I saw Mano, any for the album that you don't put on your mano. I can be some bar, 1 year to trust some of the year. Because former president, I don't have any can say, I bet you trust some, yeah, we'll get over to me, but get over to the everything. And then, of course, less animal. But it's that honorable who at the matter. What do you want to want? Mr. Moon go on more. What just now come another book of one and after as some of the kind of someone I for a little woman, the woman of my age. Oh, this is a woman from my age. You know, it's a woman who beauty.
Medase. Good afternoon. Oh, at Yetromu. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Adrumni. Bibi abakode. Okay, yanko kwame.
Yo, madam yanko ponsha oni Mr. McJerry ni producer say yo, da yanko pons. Yo, me pacho ye di kan nabo Mr. Mustafa Bandi Abaso. I'm say anopano Mr. McJerry ni interview bia. Many SOE na say Ghana for yin na so ojitu mu se ne ekọọsọ na ankoye no ojitu mu na afi osanche na adwen ebo na baso na nipa bi se mu na sese omunya position ewo leadership mu ana se amambuo mu efi se ade ne nkoye a obeka ekoye nso a obeka yankopon so a And Eddie was here per se, yes, national security, any bamboo for institutions near Jumaku or my gun and say, or mine on ye or my Sabi Mraya Juma, the yes Romo, say, Assembly Beton, and I say, Assembly here, one far Mraquanso, now one find your Majuma. If you say, Yen know whether we MPP know yen this new yen don't party no. Asem yen so ye wo yadwen tire asem sia enye ye da ye so ye pese ye tire yadwen so e tire se e kwan ye omo fa so ko honorable ntim for the ofi no entwa yie na ye so am Ghana no enye oman a obi asori no ye bibi keke emra wo man nim won fa mra nya adwuma sebi asem na honorable e kan ye no ye hia se e be invite no na ya ye den na waboa ama nhwehwemu akoso enti saa kwan no na won fa so na mo mfa saa kwan no so ye na mo nso mo nton san fra nipa na mo se then evidence no fambra mo frɛ no na wa ma e na otimi use Rambo star ne ade kɔte no na onton san fra nipa no na mo ye se ya yesrɛ omo NDC fo ne ye papa Mahama ene national security fo se Ghana enye oman a emra ni ho emra wo mu ye mfa mra nya adwuma na yentumpo Madam Ase.
Mensomeda CP. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Bayama.
Me bacho di ni baby afrefim.
Bacho from a bright because of Rabuso.
Okay, bright it you.
Bacho we bring a man shrawi na on come on the Juma farm here. Talk when you wish to name chia no wala dia kondo. Any ya chairman ba for Honorable Ashimo, baby, I will be a man and can over Papa. And to your mind, can I hear to me? Why not be me? I can pray the actual or my Reverend Abe candidate, government communication, so Abe candidate. And to your best, more journalists for now, more years, Humano. More years, you now one can pray and find Timamufo. Because it's Timamufo now. And we say, Mona Mubet me a cano brano because politicians for no ombe yo politicians. No more radio swa, Muduketi, and as a Mukano credit treno. Mutu Munyan Shumu, no Mukano crene, womb we tre, Ghana for say, Assembly ASA, ni say that here. Because who Reverend Yaube Kasai, yes, if evidence our Fabra. National Security Office.
But on say or catch bright or catch rom say or you available for further a more inviting or beba. What you say?
Okay, fine. Say you me invite you. Now on my penel Gasakwa director say cooperate with security for no. It's the other thing me co office or brother. Oh, me evidence and me where some make evidence and me woni. Because on my penny director say on money on corporate, no money investigation emphasis them will. Every who reverend who to me call and call can't he. And I know on a bad abekasa. Because some papa the kind any asema ebe bo man. Tell man the cocaine any money laundry near there. Bo man is all money ever calling me. It's a better say mu journalist for so. Mu ti me boy.
Yate. Yeah, that's it. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Me bacho udini baby afrefi.
Media champion Fufini Adams free Ashamai.
Okay.
Really about Nevia Ubo Juma. Na kakra me pesa me kana na mu bia se say yen NDC4 sabe minuaba ye wo respect ye wo bro na nipa bia ho na wonya tumia minuaba de o mu ni say I was the nipa bia se de nipa bia se bia no so bo ayipa asetrapa eni nipa ne nante na tumi no minuaba woni me say obo obenya tumi wia na ahoma so bia beba nipa num eti atre ye toni fon why am more appointment to minuaba obetima ade ahoblase beba because who minuaba ya need FM this year who bible nyina ne say o man no bakọ nkan na yempani for na yi o mu leaders no sabe o mu nkotena ho nkoye sabe rough because matter the only opportunity
obi wɔ hɔ no ɔsɔle emi nua baa wɔpɛ wɔn ti di kura deɛ didi ɛyɛ den ma no bɛtɛ wosɔle emi nua baa wɔn sɛ wɔte afidie so minimusɛm a mo wɔ afidie so no nkurɔfoɔ ba mo hɔ bɛ paakyɛw paa sɛ wɔn pɛ bibi adi onimusɛ wɔyɛ adwuma wɔ radio station wɔyɛ yɛ sɛ tam eti tɛ ɛma opportunity a yɛsɛ sɛ wobɛhu fɔmfoɔ no so mmɔbɔ because me nua baa nneɛma bi kɔ so okuro mu si yansɔle anka ɛnɛsɛpɛte nsamu npp foɔ no me nua wɔn a titiri wɔn a mu wɔ parliamentary no yɛsrɛ mu paa sɛ mu nyinaa wɔn fa ahobraseɛ boy yama otumi bia no fa kan disi fo ni efa mu man no ne ko ba se wo koye se yamata esa na nyama e tan ye trend panifo no ba na o man ye wo ko ba bi South Africa ye ke me se nya independent wo mu so mu ko mani mu mo tan e ti e panifo no o mu nya sa ma o man no se ko yanim oni nya ko nya aduma ba
Raden kan ho me da sipi being a patriotic citizen. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Me aba ma what is saying?
Yesu adumo wadaro ma wana me ne hye yi. Yo, eja usumbacho yitio.
No se pray the best here. Election to akasa. So we do that here. On the bro, ana ko fi kwa chi so no. Ya relation to ana o ba she bi ana
Hello.
Me say aviation phone na o be fresh ana ona bro ne ko fi kwa chi so one. What we at aviation for no bibi a yem bisa aviation for no
aviation for no anokre
one na she pray one mu say na me na we pa to ya couple of citizen arrest me obi of do obi area make me achi na akoma police we are honorable I said that to Obama the what ma omani yen na nko yenim na uwa cocaine no na dia o airport ya udi ya press conference or your press conference and then na pray to go na pray to go and then no the press conference ayen say me say be ho mo pray me mo je be the 5 days e be the 13 days it within 13 or 5 days that time na the press conference and say be say na pray to go and and then the press conference na saka uwe ona burukra umu ya na ni wa dada wa da board ni mi si dada na ntam wa fra security fu na mo aba position
eno susu wo ho esi eno susu wo ho
na da no aya ni sa ni e ka okuja to mi ami hu pray ni mo oku pa adu abro ni o de uwe hu pray ni bu ta so go to pray ni bu na ni oba hu
Meda sipi. Meda say. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Biama. Only a George Boatin.
Yo, Jaboatin, yentio.
Biama, I say when I'm in Oka, a year last week, me wa. And I say, my phone quite.
I na at that particular moment in a topic no nenye no and I'll be coming.
Okada. Na Okada kwa me ho asem
Ebacho, they say airport ne ho nkɔ ne ba asɛm ne yɛ ka nti ɛmfa Okada me fɔre mu a bacho
ma men kɔ ma asɛm so obusa Nigeria ɔbɛkyerɛw yɛ no airport on yɛ wɔ asɛm wei no kɔ ɛwɔ mu ni na ne sɛ MPP time EBC ɛna NDC time nso EBC enti eye politics no mo de ye diama me ye duma we airport no okopie ni asem we mu kokepie ni wono ma ewura o man yi mu ye duma ye ne se sa no ma no na ye chi je kwa ye ba chi kwa sana impenifo na kofo ehu je de tembi aye bom pempe e we airport wono mo ekinu kwa pie ni asem we mu se koke bi ewura o man yi mu minia ekim fojo oye mi MP afinsa my friend o menina kasa oye ni na me ka chere nso ntwa so kwa bie ni bia ma woni no kwa wa asem ni mu se aha ye was scam for Ghana ase aw me gold scam omo no dia untouchable awo man yi mu
They are both foreigners and Ghanaians. And we are politicians, and so they are very, very powerful. Our Mayimua are only a gold from almost me chatter playing at the bar. Almost chatter playing in the bar.
Medasipi. Good afternoon.
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO.
Yes, Orobon Yanko.
Orobon from Pantamanto, Accra, Ghana. MAAME BIAMAH Nadia, also in the attention of Papa, Monfagina, my Papa. MAAME, we come in Mudia. Mr. Stroke, Nipper Destiny, or my Ghana, Papa. That's in two for you. MAAME, if only I say, oh my Ghana. Also praying, by a woman. And I hear the president. Number one, of Kenyan, some powers. Oh, Position, PNI Position. Now you won't know, Paris. If I put a medium fee, it's in news, or can say a medium fee. About Fracket was a medium fee.
But you're not about Fracket was a Wadaroma, Mr.
Yeah, you, Banyan Bam, Banyan Bam, you would have a make about them. Only I'm a make about them. Now, I only one on your name. On Kumunipa. Now, most is I think Pierre at the near my money. No crowd weapons. I couldn't see it. I could cut down one year. They don't want me here to man. Maybe I just my Adam to say, and I done it. I no carry. Talking with the no career. I moved as a for bear. Now we couldn't see it. I don't know where she is. The party. What is it? Garantia and the Garantia. I took it. Who does it walk on? Only Papa, who go near me. I don't know what you do. Who is Ramuno and Tosumua? No master Papa. If I talk for that, I suppose I have best issue. Just I want you. My children, I did my children. No, I thought, what is the crown of your cook, cry, be you bring? And this is for Munkan was a middle winning castle. And you're more yellow. A down mamma. Can a fool, Pierre, that's a mean. More you might have. And I'm more yes, I did. I did good pound. Now, Munkan was here. And this is for
Medasipi, where the way near you be, Mr. Pina. Thank you so much. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Maybe I showed any baby Africa. Okay, it's you. Okay.
Let me say, issue ya ayenya ya kan wasiya. Let me say, yenye fe enfama yan. Ma ka say ye ko to about 2024 mu no. Abrante bi ko ka asem bi e wo anya shooting constitution that ga central. Ma ya yes mama ya ba chi no. No ka discuss 22 and ya chi no. Ma ne ko bi wa sam so ka. I don't know say okay some issue now.
Me too.
And to we ya papa ya ngasa ya so pe ni reverend out parliamentarian. And no say play na be si ono. Ono ni hwehwe mu kire ne say ko kiri nyanyama bi wu. And nipa na wo allege say wo gise bibi ewo mu no. Okay, so we need bisa brother be kwa hwehwe mu. We problem be na wo mu.
Enti na omo de mask kokoche no no hu.
Ya wa ati na share mask. And I'm for a boss from Georgia assume a sitting OMP.
Medase, when you're ready for intellectual discourse, Medase. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Biamana Bunjine.
Yami Adum, Bajo Dini Baby Afrifi.
Oh, Gama, and then you only fishing.
Ah, Fi, Nabibia Boko, de Mafiwo.
Mamma, one of country, I'm quite probably with my book.
Oh, Kafra. Kafra. Yes. Debbie.
MP the by not play no, it's so bad 3 days. I remember.
No correct.
Yeah, and 3 days play so the women say cocaine go play no more. Information about medical. Who say play so 3 days so you cocaine? And that's why so then chairman for parliament. And it's only security type of parliament, you know. And I say 3 days, you know. Or say no security information. Why and the play took every the bad press conference. And that was so man reading. Yama. asama akumsi bobo ba da sa asem se hwe ni ya mboje begu
di asem
eni se ma mi ko beju akubisi so he no wo ho no em so ye e friend us we to he no no he na ko fama to ma se begu anyi ho ana ma to ma se no so wo chesi ko foku mo biama o he na me fada be catch dot he no we to no who asema ko high court o Cape Coast alata ko high court e wo really ba ma ko fama to ma se begu anyi fie wo mbe guide the space so bufu e mama ya wo the next of away anyi fie no next I go back and who could tell some more feel the woman too, but few more too, or tell what for my Thomas Bukomo. Police commander or him. Just a commander on him. Take some password what could be said on him. Come was in the MP, my finance minister office. What's wrong with them? Seminar air called on the Como by Sibu, Mexico, a bit to come IGP or travel with the SC and Sana was not police for the local Como IGP. At some nations, what could be said or him who went to North. On through a copper, much of my book I saw, I did before that to come. Not from West to come and then what they are.
Medasipe. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Me pacho ni baby afrefi.
Oh, me pacho me kase from no plant station.
Yo.
Where you know kasa no, but can't or yeah, you know, or kase free airport, you know, airport no. So me yeah, you know, me. You no market or one am here to me na madam for pa no no and obi kan to the cruise
me da se pa so I expose na mama me da se
obi kan to so no here adwuma we airport na se oboa anya no kre
me da se
tro no odi nti me pese me hu ya na yi so Mr. Japan na o ma fa no national security say o ma me here adwuma we national security no o no next na here so mkoto ambulance from na Ghana ya o ko to da ka to no Tada Katojan at the end, or my Missy for no Muhe, my MVP for my sat to me now, the other day, and your goo. And
Medasipi. Good afternoon.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Krobia Santi Kotoko.
Nebonsu. Nebonsu.
Kuma Pemwa.
Pembaba, Nempim dear chair. Yenimu Jane.
And the 43 years.
That's it.
That's in
the and council. Yanko.
Now, we say, yeah, Coben, media for Mukrano, sir, intimidation become Messa minority. A come and say, Tatika will be no more yet. Said the Bayan sent the bar. Won't you could do na wonka? And will be kind, on one penny for the Rollins pencil and some Cassia, you can't eat my Tobian tomb. I'm a penny for the pencil and somewhere a coach about Bremer, including Lydia, and Tobian tomb. Now we have also plain at a plain tie a power slow. The place is saying it here. When you're empty, a company for social inviting, who penny or Peter from the Sibajuma, Makotaka to be. Kakare kuajira muri asobo nini. Na nchebi yanka na nchebi atare ko conference mu. Mimi na jombo ni wana bo hawa kunti maybe. Fotosia misenya mpado mo pa. Medase.
So Medasipi, I was your for last call. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO.
Yes, what do we need baby afrefi?
The friend Sami me kasa free damfa.
Me ba cho yeti o Sami.
MAAME BIAMAH okay damfa. Yasem bi MP. Honorable Sesu. So okay, you mom did.
Okay, bomu yanko.
Demonstration ya only what damfa. Aye. Omu chesina yenya and penform omu free parliament. Our more Kazakacha say, your friend says MPD Bonibia, and no cause of Mochina. And then at the end about and then you for your Mochina, and you only the problem now or your Machibi. Let us say, yes, MPD, let us say, no, the answer or them for that. And the net as I say, you need no cause of money. But and then according to for your idea, the whole Ghana now be a Katati as a national security for Koyen. And yet, fine, the Omoka and yet, I was there. Who got you be a you and him, as soon as you win, okay, no Kataka winning. Because it's identity. Tama BC why I was Omoka said TI. It's in a no part of my but I was a minority for no. I was somebody to my dream said, "You are moving and maybe a travel. So be here, and no was on Mocasa. That time, and not Casabena, no Moca. Well, it is a what Casa, a semi a woman, a woman who see. You Jana Church more. Where any idea of a young shifting time be. Kwako yese dia semi say etarana o manona ase yenu de o mani oh enti say ene na onde obi dia ba yenye nka ne pepepe echa obi dia so ba na so ya kan the same thing na nya say obi dia ba obi dia sin obi dia so nsi obi dachi kwesi the same thing no mo dia no omo pamu ni free parliament kra po o say yai ene te bia no mo kaseti ya ba mo dia ba mo so dia ene dia omo ye ni party no bi oh enya fine esa ye fata eyinu nchicho ma
meda se meso meda sipi abusiafo ha ena ye de course ni nyina ebesie meka was a neat 100.9 ena waso egua otie no eye me manti enie area was for needs FM so any I mention some of the messages now. One more dia ba or your WhatsApp no so bet me the WhatsApp message afa 0200 264 159. Now Kwame Ntwi or the way for new Aplakunos, I wonder why some Ghanaians are worried about the Rambo style governance of the NDC. Have they forgotten that the NDC is the offshoot of the PNDC? Only the letter P is gone. That's why I have never voted NDC and will never vote NDC. Ayo. Eti onoso so ne die and no. Good afternoon, Auntie Biamah. Granting what Ofosukwache said isn't the truth. What stopped the Reverend Minister from providing his evidence if there is? Let's not forget the cocaine dent is on Ghana as a country and not any political party. That is neither NPP nor NDC. Holali Mama Dogbe. Thank you so much, Holali. Any corner. Asembeba Debbie. Encrophone Efne. Asembeba Debbie. Let me pause here for now. Na me penny for ne omo ababetena sentem papa. Hey! And the rate at which I almost see raw inside her no. Me yam crash me. Hey! Me yam say me. Just a cocaine money laundry no. Just almost woman no. They say your friend saying alote ewa ha. Onna na ban ewo in the party or power or no wa ha. Mr. Sanita no so political analyst wa ha. They say aka NPP Nino ono so onam kwan so a oba Richard Ahiagba a whole national communications director. Now cocaine and money laundering saga, NIB failed in attempt to arrest Intim Fojo in a Rambo style. Reverend Intim Fojo will never walk alone, according to Afenyo Markin, who is the minority leader. Minority 6 international intervention over suspicious flight saga. Galamsey fight, we can't set deadline. According to the government, they cannot set deadline. It's a lifelong battle. And then cocoa prices politics. Government can't increase cocoa price this year. Na no na cocoa we are for anu dem no what that dying you. Enya sa na ye kan no. Enya sa na ye kan no. Mampanyi mahama adden na wo ye sa. Eti cocoa no a ye dia dane politics no enye ne ye behuni bisa sanita no mpajo mo akwa ba ajoso mame na pom te say e me sure no e da yesu ase government in power
mame enye izo
they say masesa odin my government in power
mame be da say
na ho te say
na miado mame medin no Emmanuel alote and I feel so enye government boy into America na feel so me nkasa me din edi adote
Emmanuel adote
family
and that's how I have to pronounce it
no nti e bi opeso body na muslim mo bo alote eni ye say name no
amba alote na sa adote na ba
no ya mencha me din no English name and I say Christian name then I kind of Ghana no
Emmanuel nyamene ye ho God with us
and I mianka samedi di adote
oh
was my first son it shows your level the rank in the family first boy and I feel so send him busiandin aluti and I say aluti and it was on board din get Canada to be my me no adote if you ebokwesi kofi and me me kofi adote.
Hey, and me ban no because me man last two I get no more hard no. Omunyina Fridays.
Okay.
It me ban no.
Okay.
That no.
Then you
no dey yaw. And I'm so me dey ya. Alpha. Ya bi yaw bi. Alpha. I hope say bibi aboko. Na mo ban na krom te sen. Mr. Tano, o ban na krom te sen. Odu asoto fom tete. Ongo sama na ekoso. Ene maso ye mete. Maso mu keka me.
Atemo mo di me no na eye me ya.
Omo so aye den.
Somehow.
Omo se sen.
MPP4. Na do ombe hu kra mai. Mame.
Yes.
Na say yanka bia nhim. Mete ha na me de mo ma me slot. E wo ba bibia wanka sa wonim. Mame say de nkrofo si bom achi no.
Yen.
MPP4. Ba ne say na mo de me ko share ho.
Oh. So you're a political analyst. Yes, and your views and everything so the who hear more mining punch.
Almost say more bomuso den ba mo kan hu say amamo no ye munwie. Obi kan na say mo say bronya 9. You the filter 9. You the other 9. Eastern 9.
And you back it 12.
And your bedtimes you be multiply by 2
will be an birthday at 9.
Yes, I multiplied by 2. You try no we are. You say be multiplied by something else.
Near
Until I said you will be born a pop. The mobile ya enye no ye beka. Just as we condemn the NDC will normally be more year if he say end to kwem. Whatever you do that is not inuring to the benefit of this country no. Ye mo be ye beka. Enti mami krom de eshi. Krom so enye ni cancer. But propaganda and NPP as you know them. Omo take care omo de dokro man no.
Sana mu no.
Yes, of a case.
Sana hu no.
Yes, pa of a case what did you say more kind. NPP for fra what did you moka? And I'm surprised about these people, the regular callers and testers. Say mo pa de na na do de be ye mo boni bebu ye bianka mo. Now you still defend such rot. Mo
say be na do amemo say free ho. The party na ho. They shouldn't defend the party.
There be Nanado, Namambo Hunsun no. Say be anka modi anka wouldn't be surprised. There are those more acquire back say the ye who party moon. They couldn't pempe so you understand? But I find it very, very strange. So mono din. But of course, well, it's said you can a party.
But who a bind say almost free power NDC a buy. Who said ye Omo kasa bebre no enya nwanwa.
Enya me nwanwa.
Ada na enya nwanwa.
I'm a graduate of history and linguistics.
Okay.
Now history no abie madwum pa ama mahu about Ghana politics and say Ghana history. The nature and the makeup of the UP tradition. Don't trust them anywhere. Don't trust them. I'm asking this government to deal with them ruthlessly. So,
rule of law nya dwuma bio.
Rule of law of course. Basa krokro na ye krokro mo afenyu ma kan afra pacho nti yen of course ye kono sa ba bi no mo call ya mo fa the appropriate per ye no appropriate warrant anko no a no is a no but the rule of law should work such that most shebibia si ana obi anfra mo anka so mo nya ne bokoboko na ye nyina enkolisa they will never do such a thing in terms of say yembra into compromise or something like this. The NPP should be dealt with ruthlessly in this current administration of the rot they've caused, of the bad governance we have experienced, of the death we have experienced of people who sent their money to the government. Say ya bomo bosi ya monfanya juma mfaso ba mama ibino bibiri no afamu
beba full stop ako Roma soreda
ya o metu Roma.
And so Mensa, anytime I see this man, then I'm happy. He was a church secretary at Abelingpe Sacred Heart Catholic Church.
For 15 years.
Now, politics, more jumping from I saw this so jump, Mr. Tanitano, are they?
Yeah, me too.
Okay. there know your different case. You better handle it later. Adote.
No, stop.
Hey, Adote. Also, Adote. Also, bande krom to say.
Mommy. Mommy, fa kwanya wenchia. Etiefo nyina ewie na menchia omo hwe on social media nso. Okay. Na menchia anyase otu mfo nso nyina. Ene ora mahama. So mensa so ewie me chia no. Na menchia me MAAME Dr. Valerie Soya ewie. Mame me ba no na krom bibia dadin. Okay. Na good news. Ediabani say by 16th of April no ye piloti 1 million coders no. Ghana for youth no. 1
million coders.
Coders. We are piloting the training. Okay. We're training how to do coding. Oh. You know, in ICT, coding is key.
Yeah, no, you can't be. Can it benefit us?
Almost youth in say we are below 40.
Me youth.
Say youth. I think the cut-off point is 40.
45.
45.
Yeah.
Oh, then
I fall in it.
35.
45.
But really, it's 45. The youth. And once you are under 45.
It's 45.
Yeah. So you're not qualified.
I know, right?
By 16th of April, they'll start piloting the training of the youth in coding.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll be able to. Mesela Ghana youth phone we and this in the MPP.
Okay.
Once you have interest to learn coding, say you be we portal na. I say you fan crop for the account.
Okay.
For end this in the MPP into in chain.
Okay.
For the can you can still be doing your work and be doing the coding. On your company, be that say they. I mean, when you go to India and other places, no, they are top notch.
Okay.
Yeah, almost kakesi they be so eba. And I so meti from the Ministry of Environment. Say they've had some small business who are into plastic.
Okay.
I think they'll be doing plastic recycling. They'll be supporting them.
Okay.
Supporting them to, revamp that sector and also asempa Ghana. Nti mami ebi the din na ora mama ni na so also is focus.
Okay.
In building the Ghana we want.
Okay.
It's focused in research a lot of things.
Okay.
It's focused on say because the man has achieved a lot within 90 days, And na omunam see cocaine ni plane. What the concern? But you are non so wow. Reverend Minister, I did concern. And mommy, we are on it. We are working very soon. All the 26 action points now. Eddie Ghana for signing our contract. The 120 days. And the leader of the task force to implement the 26 action. Dr. Valerie will give a brief on what we've achieved.
Okay,
so far.
Okay. Thank you so much, Emmanuel Alote. Alote is a former parliamentary candidate for the NDC. At Anya Sotium constituency. Obasan Abebio. Now,
for the purposes of education, youth.
Mr. Dano. Oh, David. Mathematics.
Oh, Africa.
What are correct?
You are analyzing things.
What are correct? Let me be
for statistical purposes, the United Nations defines youth as individuals between the ages of 15 to 24.
Hey, 15 to 24.
Here's a more detailed explanation.
Okay.
United Nations definition.
Okay.
The UN uses 15 to 24 as a standard definition for youth, but acknowledges that the experience of being young can vary significantly across different countries and regions.
Okay.
Flexibility of the definition. The UN organization that the United Nations recognizes the concept of youth is flexible and can be interpreted differently in various contexts, depending on socio-cultural, institutional, economic, blah 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 blah. No about here. Was it other definitions? Other definitions. While the 15 to 24 age range is common, some organizations and countries may use different definitions, such as the African Youth Charter, which defines youth as those between 15 and 25 and 35.
35. Oh, me for so akwashim. Me for so ashim.
Mami,
45.
The problem say most of the political parties are youth organization every 35. Until can be.
What be the number 48 years for your youth organizer?
This I met Salem MBB only more than 35. NDC phones probably more than 35. I'm a can be.
You see me can I mean.
And Combo Convention People's Party.
Hey, see people mo kwa youth organizer no. What was what film? Enya hwe, mama fancy here. Omu so who nimbi. It may be so what's
the so they should be careful. Anyway, I think so.
Probably somebody would have belong to
with
CPP
Liberal Party.
Try rejoin that. So go you want say when a member of so me ha so me Mr. so one bre
liquefied petroleum gas. Can you share gas or more? Gas or gas.
Now let's set the ball rolling. Alote adote. Hey, the betting, but near editing. We shall overcome. Definitely. Adote, yen shay, cocaine saga. Yes, money laundering. Yes, cocaine be bass be abaha. Now looking at the Rambo style, national security operatives. Omo fast so omo kwa kwache or software. Ene ho nsam apiepie mu asa nsam na san mu ahonyan abedeja minority leader afenyo mark nchese Reverend Tim Fodjo se mo national security for mo council oyankona mo amoboa osun dom papa mo bona chi dom afei minority kroya na o ma trokrata ten e de akwa international whatever the UN say he found ese wo mmra na sa suspicious flight no Ombehum ever emayen. Your take.
Mami.
The court is in your ball.
In some kinds of Siama, Makai Ura Rollins. Na baby Obia Yamin Fanny Kra NCA. Because Ura Rollins, me Kaipa say NDC for on my warning. And I say NDC for Okansembia. I believe say Yeri Juma will not be worried about this MPP. Because I can say, as for the MPP party, they don't change their attitude and their character. The only thing they change is their name. From UP to PP, then to MPP. He said it. 2016, keep course. They never change. International, wine. These were the things that JB Damkamu here against Nkrumah. You were there. Time my brace say yankasa freedom, independence to manage our own affairs. No much no. Can say to the Queen say it shouldn't grant us. History is there. And the same character. That is their stock in trade. And they will never change. Asema ba only evidence. Waka. Why now so you don't want to come forward. But Muti Abonti extra character. I think a day yesterday or so, and I said 2 days ago, no, say ranking member on foreign affairs, Abu Jinapo Honorable. So H-Roy, the command dean of the diplomatic call and to say they should look into it. And then another letter, international wine. That is just stock in trade. Yes, sir, man. And that is what Kwame Nkrumah suffered for years. Kwame Nkrumah pushing. Omani eko enimno na omudi nsem eko international omubi kran eko join CIA. They were CIA agents e dey say omano, and these were things the CIA declassified document APM say omumpanyi kran eko mo. Oh, JB Dankwa what's in their document in America. Wow, and that's their life. Once they are not the people ruling, say Ghana 2 million shemu nsema whoever is leading yen say omano. Now it will come back to us. Say 2014, mommy, 2015, 2016. Obe Kaipa, the same thing. But starting from 2013, time Mama winning after the death of Professor Milson. Almost here, winning at the same court, a delay in the court for almost 1 year. And once the legitimate resource is being challenged in the court, investors will not come into the country and bring anything to the country. It affected us. But Nyamiadom, we need court case, and we continue to govern. 2014 omu twantro e kaniama sa se o man no on say ask for God na me onya alatani o mami and I say okay say mo maka we nyina Ghana for the 2 million de be hye munsem and I dey 2 million hye munsem e dey 2 million hye munsem 2017 to date no mami results no me nyina yanim abysmal performance. In fact, the worst government so far in the Fourth Republic. Look at Niamey also, economy, inflation. Bibia Basa. We have never experienced inflation equal 54%. But under them, no, you drew up. Exchange rate, to me call fuel price, a liter, to me call 19 cedis, 20 cedis. Under them. Bibia is a bag of rice, now 120 equal. This is 450 and above. Wow, what's so man? It's the same thing that they are doing. No, young chantro, young cancer, yes. Yeah, now Ghana for I mean, will be fed up. Now for 2 minutes, yes. Yeah, they show me same so no must be bia. It's the same thing they are doing because I don't understand. Say, we will see what picking intelligent. That's the word they use. What picking intelligent? Say, plain be Landi wa Ghana. Now plain Landi, you know, okay ni money London na ewum. Enna Ora Mahama quickly can say, hey, San Semin de young for us. Now, every so you see a time on quickly the security we know among chef now you investigate it. Nay, on black can say, wow, the assembly by you who did concern, but you are not whatever you have, no, bring it. Oh, so the security apparatus was activated for that moment. 2-3 days after, and a government minister of state in charge of government communication, Ora Felix, Ebabonti Beka, Ebeteminina, video evidence. Say, there's nothing like cocaine, nothing of that sort. And still, Mami, you are challenging. Still, in fact, the same reverend, the same reverend, yeah, can I say we should be very careful, or a reverend. Opinion man say fast sorry to politics. Masa to me if you can't be on the freedom road, be on the highway. Nobody called you. If I'm to Jamie, I'm a senior shepherd in my church. Say me place obi become one sema, better sorry them. And I'm about mommy. But when you come on the political, when they say runway, no, you should be mindful that Masa Reverend Fatunchen. Now Bible can say there are reverends who even lie.
Adote. Meba. Whether the rates at which are semi airquay, who's say Reverend Ayan Tropa,
irresponsible. I'm telling you.
No, please. What prevents the nationals to invite him rather than this Rambo style of
I'm coming there.
Because President Kraka said,
oh, Mami, I'm coming there.
With him exactly. So that he can investigate.
I'm coming there. I'm say, Mebao. President Ekanwe, you know, and now Ora Felix, so a year press conference. I think 2 days or 3 days after.
Or release, press release.
No, press conference. MOBATA.
Okay.
Wow, we watch the video. And okay, so meaning say there has been initial investigation to the issue. Okay, we also there be no can some of the things are not adding up. So if they're not adding up, come out with Niawu. You think that is the right truth? No, be who say Ora Felix in your car, no. Sebi, enim, ni yet you have not done it. Let me tell mommy. NIB, and I said BNI, almost call if you no. They didn't go there to arrest him.
They went there to do what?
Oh, mommy, if they want to, I'm coming. See, sometimes I'm coming. Oh, you relax. If they want to arrest him, they will pick him to the car and go. They were in the room, had a discussion with him before they came out. How come say, before the party for the they went there before. Oh, you see, these guys they are very smart. They just play the drama to confuse Ghanaians, thinking say the we are Niama 1957, 56, 59, all the way to date. Ghanaians have not learned anything. Share defeat Ghana for the mamu. This disgrace, ABC that, and they will not even sit down and keep quiet. Adebia, you come and say more Ghana for choice. Yeah, the more effort. Difficult moment, but they are still on it, fighting to come and take back power. Just 3 months ago, the power was with you, and you mess up things. Mommy, if they are not going to the place to arrest the guy, do you think say they will stay for the party members to come? any friend say affirming anything to calm them. I mean, so sometimes let's also
but
be.
Why did they go there with mask?
So the whole thing is that it's not arrest. Arrest and car. They would have bundled the guy into the car. Gone long time. Before they even here. Now time I teaching for Chikata. They were sorry. Somewhere around Ridge. Yet you know. It was they easily pick him. Even the church they pick him. So they were sorry, Madina. Yes, so if they want to arrest the guy, they would have put the guy in. They were in the room, had a discussion and everything. And later, on can I say now you collaborate with the agencies and you that was when I know friend party for mobile and they came there. And they stayed the drama. As if say, it's not alone, it's not alone.
Invite you be so Beba collaborating in investigations. Why wearing mask and going there? Was it at night or in the evening?
I mean, we share mask.
Yes. According to the report.
You see, another drama. Let's stay the drama.
Didn't no cross on mask.
Maybe say report me share news. Share video ni na mo na me feel. Man who be share mask. But be share mask na. I'm asking anybody if you so be your video. Na say we call feel no, we share mask. Bring the video no be share because I believe say you have cameras in his house. Me my man who be, me share man who be. I'm not saying say they didn't blow the mask, but I didn't see it. Okay. But it's a drama. And I point in say, "Mommy say, be na call fee." I said they are in front of you to arrest you. Would you get time to invite your party members to the place? A friend is a could you on the Facebook. All of you come to Reverend's house. Was on his Facebook. So be ambra. Would you have the time to tell me that say na ekoso me fienti obi ambra? Wow. Sometimes let's also analyze the issue clear. If they wanted to arrest him, do if you're not they put in the car away. Let's go. Wow. Now, Omaka say he will do what? Collaborate with them and give them information. You see, let's just suppose this one with time my opposition. I will young Crawford to say, Ora Ablakwa. All my issues about the cathedral, mommy. The press conference you know yeah, no. When who say it show evidence, mommy. Documents. Time another pastor, Reverend Kusi Boatin, and he didn't sue any education fee. Ablakwa gave us documents, the passport, the birth cert, everything. Wow. Time Ablakwa come about the cathedral, sky saying you know, he gave us documents. You file free this account into this account to pay. Evidence. So you cannot just as a ranking member just wake up say me here press conference. I have intelligence. No can just anyhow without supplying any evidence. Time Ablakwa come about when he said BOD building. He gave us document, PP document. Okay. How they sidestep the rules, how they change the figure from $80 million about 150. It show everything. So if you are a serious and a responsible ranking member, who start here our journalist, then you show on the PowerPoint. Say cocoa in here, fake dollars in there. Now sharing in no be able to say this is clear. Up to now, you have not given a single evidence. And just go around. And we know you're stuck in trade. When your name send a moment in politics. Say once you are not in power, you destroy everything, destroy the country. And I told you, mommy, they wrote letters to the Queen that we should not be given our independence. Records are there. They did everything to destroy Kwame Nkrumah. They did it up to date. That's how they behave. Over Kaya 2016. Then candidate Akufo-Addo and can say Mahamadi friend said 10 million printed diaries. I know what happened. Any evidence? Has someone be arrested? No. These are the lies. Just lie. Omukai again about Ameri. So what kind? Say Ameri say overpricing. Omubai no so any evidence? No. Omukai by friend saying second interchange. Any Kaswa interchange. Any rich hospital. Omukai say Mamadin when they came for 8 years. Show me any evidence. Say second interchange was overpriced. No. That's their life. So knowing with this, say me and me here press conference, I will show my evidence on the wall. No, be able to say these are the two planes that landing here, and these are the videos that say bags will contain cocaine. I'll show everything. Wow, but you give nothing, and you want us to follow you. Come and let's sit down and look at it. You don't want to come, and I'm they be sure that is their life. Once it is not in their hands, yes, no. But where it will not work. But sometimes you mean, mommy, to be frank with you, I blame my party. Mumbai 3 months. The evidence you have, by this time, 2 or 3 should be in jail. And I'm telling you, they don't behave this way, including their own leader. The things we know and the things we have on the table, by this time, at least 2 or 3 should be in jail. I'm sure when they see something, they will think before they talk.
But I say, I was here for Alote Emmanuel of the NDC, and Otese Okasano, me Basisi and Sana Mema, Mr. Sanitano, Akasan, Mr. Momuntie, some of these voices and family.
Kim Bisawum said, Muno, ye Bisawum, a fellow Markin Bisawum said, warrant ever him for. Openini Bako Catherine said, or no now, Tihono, or a warrant.
Or no Nipano.
I or a warrant, now a senior security officer to a warrant. And yes, we excel and say, lawyer for Bay do me no net them has said. In na Yenimbrano. There were conditions under which say security penny be na baby no be committed crime. And now all reasonable suspicion say crime be committed that or no senior security officer no to me effect arrest without a warrant. But yes, MPT fee now the puni are there but say who are within a warrant. And no the opinion who Brasim and Brani Yuna ya kind. Nti they are working and family council. Warrant ankasa de oman fabi antre no bezom ka kire so no te wono or a warrant senior security officer na yeso ahu Brasil ye kire no baby amra no ekosi ni baby amra no man kwan so no gina ho no ono be ka so a warrant na no nti no or de aye de opeso ye no ye ni sa de na no tuna to fi inspector we be so no a warrant nti only reasonable grounds be for suspicion or ba be search u fi ana say or ba be chewako baby
2024 airport ban na MVP when that close e be wili we say say ya say ya de ahotofo beba na policies are ya de ato akwan mu ama say economy
what the government is doing is completely wrong. You know, in parliament you are the leader. The speaker has a directive, and this was agreed upon with the security agencies, that when members of parliament are needed for any such matter, they write to speaker, the speaker would arrange to release a member, and then in the speaker's conference room, they can do the interrogation or whatever they want to do. I don't understand why government is defying such arrangement with parliament. So we are going to prompt Mr. Speaker of this happening. The Minister of Interior, who has responsibility for national security matters, who himself is a member of parliament, would also be written to, because we don't understand this Rambo style approach. When we know that in the 6th, 7th, and 8th parliament, and in fact, even in this 9th parliament, we've had such practice. What we saw here this morning really was in a very bad taste. To get armed police, bring NIB officials to come. Then no MP is safe, no politician is safe.
But do you feel this impunity has been breached one or the other?
His what?
Immunity.
But it is clear. What they've done is a breach of privilege and immunity. It's obvious.
Leader, do we get the indication that they've written to the speaker has agreed for him to be interrogated, and that has not been carried out?
If any letter had been written, it would have been brought to my notice. When a letter was written for Kwame A+ and the other colleague, you know, it came to light. This is similar to the Rambo style approach they adopted, you know, in attempting to arrest our brother from Akwitia. Anyway,
if it is clear that his immunity has been breached, the minority, what would you do?
The Rambo style movement.
So what will you invoke?
So I should tell you.
Thank you. And the minority leader, Alexander Penyo, marking there again.
So far, how are things going? We are ready. They should arrest all of us. That's why we are here. They should arrest all of us. Oh. They should arrest all of us. We're staying in this country. Nobody arrested you. Well, don't forget, the press conference was held by the minority. So they should target all of us. They should arrest all 88 of us. We are not going to sit down for any member of parliament to maltreat or, for that matter, any individual. They should be ready to come and arrest us. They should arrest all of us. So in effect, all 88. Arrest all of us. That's what I'm saying. They should arrest all of us.
Ebusiafo Neat FM Memanti and Wason Egua Otie no when mo eye enkomotwehwe ahodo after the whether BNI or the National Security Operatives stormed the house of Reverend Intim for Joe. Mr. Asani Tano Miwacho Mitio.
Ave medasi.
Bacho weka wa ha. You see?
First of all, I mentioned Master Urbano UK. No?
Oh, okay.
I was there for a long time, on the post, for about 15 years as secretary to the church.
Okay. Maybe before you do, I'm Ernest Adade. Nana Kwame Osayadade. Mamefa Winchemasan what else? Say is Alote sitting in your studio telling your listeners that they didn't go to Intim's house to arrest him. Shame on you.
Is that what I said?
Alote and your NDC. The fact that you cannot own up speaks volumes.
Is that what I said?
If Ernest Nana Kwame Osay
Adade. That they didn't go to arrest him.
Yes, Marvin into Baby Obi on Machado. Now, Mame somehow. For me, it appears to me, say, backed by history, NPP is on the rampage. In the sense, say, when rule of law is being applied, they seem not to understand. Until we be now more jump into the fray. This whole milieu of a friend is saying KKKK Ecosu as a result of Ura Team for Joe, not some of the Betuja.
Yeah.
It is just to turn our attention away from the containers. Until we have containers, you're doing some baby. And I have focus on something that, in my opinion, lacks substance. Mame, to say the Adoteka, say, why you're very observant. NPP is a type of group. Say, and your mono mukro bibumo, and your mono the policy be buyer. That's a different person of the buyer. Forget it. They will do everything possible to bring you down. Mame, I can assure you, say NPP, Eba Bem and Ananado, and Ombeto say, a Ganani, and no creative Facebook, and our Twitter, which is today's X. And I say WhatsApp, any other app, any international acclaim will be a used to be. Sanka, Ghana, no, yes, I know my be. I any personalized, private a year will be to say Mark Zuckerberg. And another way 2 years, they would have collapsed it. They would have found a way to say, or the bunk of Wafaso. And can they will find a way to make sure, say, a beba be your modia. This is their modus operandi. And that is how they behave. They will never change. Mami, yeah, I don't tell boy same biso. And omo nimno. NPP for omo UP no. Yeah, pay independence almost say da omo mpe. Why? Because enyo omo Kwame Nkrumah.
Is it because of this case in a move vilify omo anasa saying because that's
Are we vilifying them? We are speaking truth to fact and truth to power. All the things that we are speaking about now. The records are there. Shall we? A friend is saying 1951. Oh, the we still need you. Buzi and the car, you. Yeah, pay independence. Was it there be British or country British phone say we still need you. Now, Opana, JB, and also the boho. Or say, what the Timame? And somehow, let Ochokoma. abrochirefui
English him.
Dear Mr. Obdam, I'm quoting JB Dankwa. I exceedingly regret delay in replying to your 2 letters. That man Kwame Nkrumah, who is leader of government business, has started his tricks again. This time he, who is the government, is inviting all the political leaders and chiefs to join him to send an ultimatum to His Majesty's government of the United Kingdom for self-government now. And if rejected, to declare positive action, strikes, boycott, etc. There has been hectic activities all over the place. And on Sunday, we of the UGCC met at a great meeting and turned down his challenge flat as being an invitation to criminal conspiracy against law and order. JB Dankwa, but don't forget, Buzi also throw a letter, Queen Elizabeth said, we don't need the independent now, we need you. Watch the way, their tone, or more accent. Would you play any accent, Buzi's tape, any of Buzi's speeches? The accent purport to be British. Nana those are fake accent, no, it's British accent, fake.
And then a fix. I know Kasa.
The big, we are best 50 years.
If it's a year, Metisa Kufuado Kasa,
Sano Kasa, a fake accent. Who call a brochure about the age of maybe 14 onwards. By the time being 20 something, then number 9, who accent no as Sankakra.
Akofiana, the answer.
Not the answer, but these people, this group of people, Kwame Nkrumah the answer. This group of people, that is how they say Buzi Akasa. They talk the same, almost like an anado diano. Ayi Oforiata, old man, the also Kasa the same thing. Edward Akufo-Addo and anado ne papa, also Kasa the same thing.
But so Oforiata finance minister no Kasa.
There be Mesene pap, ayi that Oforiata the first one.
The father.
Yes. The same thing. What do you say? Anado obia unkwa wabusuafo miensa e na omutida your currency so. Osi no, you are not satisfied. Oba ya Kwame Nkrumah bibia pese odwirigu. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, I'm reminding you on the 4th of August, I think on the 5th of August 2024, you made mention of the fact that you will reset Norman and Anado Beye against Kwame Nkrumah any holidays. Please, we are waiting. Yes, we are waiting. Now, unim, this issue about say Kochi Ura in Team Fojo, I am of the opinion that Obima Ura in Team Fojo false information, right? Because normally the Abontina appears to me say it is the tracking of the plane on the movement, whichever came first, whichever came second, and whatever it is that they did. But tracking doesn't identify commodity and I say luggage, substance in the it doesn't. And something better could have been done. Nipa no man information. I say he or she took pictures of activities and air cost. And who say box away and a bag away. There could be something in it. Probably he's here to provide us those information. But if there's no pictorial evidence or video evidence of anything, now what they say tracking back a car, you are just throwing dust into the eyes of the public. The people who went to his house, I will not sit here and claim, say, they did not go there to arrest him. They went there for an arrest. But like Ora Lante Van Der Poel, or say, they engaged with him. And he called your friend, his friend is saying, he had already spoken with a minority leader.
He had prior knowledge. Said they are coming.
No. Occurred to what? No, I inform minority that send Crawford Abamifi says so and so. And a minority leader, afraid, wherever quarters, Nilan Van Der Poel, and no pleading with them say, on one Kasabe presenting 10 a.m. And until Omunya Abukemo. Until national security no more call. They did not go say Omuya coward. If there's any truth in the fact that they were masked, that one I'll condemn it. We have condemned the first one, and I like Mustafa Bande. In the sense that this morning, the interview had
everybody has praised him.
Yes. And the guy, I met him somewhere 3 days ago, menka location. Now, me who baby omonam no. Enfifra eti omo. Em say sa awia na no omo akọ sa Nigerian guy no a. Omo ne ko face wo. I saw them. Obi be can say, na we na okay. Say national security omo ko hadn't na nipa ba ko mienu anko. National security, state security architecture doesn't work that way. Omo ko ho no mo nim de wo ho. In every move no, national security what you cannot send one person. Enye obabi line or kwa koye.
Now was it national security or BNI or NIB?
Whichever, in the security architecture, the state is in power, and I say government is in power. Until they have that mandate and they have that power to go to anywhere, but through the proper means, right? And he said, Omo koho, na se omo na ko Jojo. Again, I must condemn if they didn't have a warrant to ask it to get him. Reason being that Parliament is in session on recess. Yes, Parliament is on recess. Now, Article 117 na yedi ahyewa ama omo
immunity no.
Afruntaban. Ayenya yekoto line anase yekoto santre. Na yekoto aba omo wa wiem a yenya ma omo adwuma no. Na afa yenya be lesser important. Na omo mom reign supreme. They tell us what they want. No, I think that particular clause should be removed. Because Article 117 can't or patch there and say.
But I say omo reviews omo standing orders no. No so say that's omo.
That we no constitution.
Okay, constitution.
Unless it is removed or
okay, maybe a constitutional review commission.
Exactly. Say we MP dia, we MP a. Say udi boni bi. Bibi biara obeye bia no. Say wo call parliament and wo free parliament ba and aba.
Ubeda ehunu na dia ma no.
Aba.
Edion.
Na omo ewo recess nso na yakọ ho a eno so say invoke article 117. Na omo
send your of your parliament and no free parliament to pass on by.
Nwanwa. Nti won ye gu abonte na ye defend this ankrofo no. We have no idea what we are doing to this country. Sure, mame, for 1,346 container to get missing. Not a whole leader of minority, a former board chairman of that same company, stands in parliament and invokes, say, and I say, purport, say, you people don't think that we are not, you are not, don't make it as if you are not aware of the fact that containers get auctioned. It's an indictment on he himself. It means that he has been there. He knows that containers get auctioned. And you have been a board member. Enra Chine writer. No, Enra, Obamo. Sister station.
Yeah, UTV.
UTV. We don't want to do or say the institution and as a government of the day should hold port securities, any custom for responsible. Mame. Na emaye hodu dubik.
Meba na say a government eco customs for what? Almost so much e be containers.
Yes.
Through that they can.
Yes. Na say we are board chairman. We are board chairman. Now what they can say emaye blame CEO no ECG. Or say emaye blame dubik. Now when them say dubik so ba out earlier to come and say they shouldn't blame African market.
You scratch my hair, I scratch your there.
Exactly the case. Into one already in team for do assembly of the abetu dwanu. We want further and better particulars. And then Ankabefe say what the assembly abetu dwan. Now President Kasankasa etu nenesi because the promise of the more money say I want to fight against corruption or reduce it. And say what do we abetu mudia. One me state architecture no and collaborate. Na yehu baby ebinya ne poma sibre. What's that member just say we invite me through a I can't say even a privilege. But I say President Afro we invite you say brana yembonkomo. Not one to me. Now I catch say unko. It's the same thing.
No one said that invite no.
No, I'm saying say President Atun and Safro.
Yeah.
Now say woma because what has happened is that presidency collaborates with my people in this country. Who that evidence now? Based on even you being a ranking on the your friend is saying interior, you know.
Now you could have even go there or gone there to.
And you rent him for you. I am sorry for him, but the echoing, you know, like I said, is to sway our attention off the containers, which we will not, because we will always refer to it. What is happening is that he has more or less made himself to look like he's now a victim, which is not the case. And that is what MPP for no person. I would describe those who went there. Anyway, I won't describe them that nature because it may look a bit demeaning in the sense that man who said they were having scuffle with any security agencies or personnel or mabaho. What we know is that your friend said, and I before no, a backhoy. And son of Moko.
And son of minority, no,
yes, they could do. Until we have footage, you know. Who baby Obeka say your friend is saying BNI before I will wow money or more engage to say you who acquire block Flagstaff on job, right? But even after that, they have put it in the public domain. Any year dream as if to say so mo face so. I'm more pamu Bibi sa no more the 3 year dream. Said they are coward, they couldn't do what they went there to do. I mean, you see, when you lead a nation, you mislead a nation in that manner. One year with the chaos beba omemu. And right here, I sat in your studio here, and I think Peace FM. And I make us say, we must get to know the finality or where this NIB regards Sir Gold Bars no musisi. We don't want them to come and tell us say fake one and all. I'm saying do 3 days. Over Japa, LED media personnel echo chromo say yemfa yensankai. Security hard 24/7. Now we everything are trying to trace everybody involved. We will bring you back, then you come and look at what is happening. This is how we would. This is what we call rule of law, right, and transparency. But what dear mokitua mukurapo say no, a minutest micro minority. You intend and you want to destroy the fabric.
What's our minutest?
Yes.
Micro. I'm there, Mr. Thanos. Almost from home, mighty minority. Almost from a mighty minority.
Regiment in Abeka. No more from Kabrama for Beka Red. Because you see, but they are priding themselves with a certain kind of elitist position, a bourgeois group of people who feel say, yeah, who
your friends say, you see people in director of communication on my family. Soprano or the bourgeoisie.
Yes, I would say anybody who is in politics now. Yeah. Or pair the word bourgeois as a bourgeoisie reference, not just say
like living big bizarre.
Or you see people in the past. Because if you read Nkrumah's books, you will see that word so many times.
Words.
You see, and these are the people, the bourgeois group of people.
They have to enjoy.
Yes, they have to enjoy. That is their modus operandi. Anka minority leader atinti who try out to set yeni. As one just one who a jebia no huratan. One who ja no huratan. The oya hono. Sanka this particular government security architecture no a big jina o mona so panka sama no be mem. I'm telling you because no ma akoso o mo aye han Amagana Aquatri, the more allegations of it, the more Lutu Ghana. Say, about we in Jiran and Nassau making sure, say, many of them will go to jail to serve as deterrent. The saw my penku 4 years, or they Ibrahim Adams, any Ura Kwampe Pramone, Ura Chika, Omokrapo, almost some Oshama. Nankanya Hebio. Investment in the wrong direction. Juliet Cotton was a dear rice saga.
Sunday, I'm for Chrono to almost as a causing
financial
and I'm the one my agrees.
But these people, they are just causing financial loss to the state. Amen. Now what? Oman paying Kofo, any Mahama, Omo Eurobond, Omoji, and ASA, who come by 3.5 billion. Monkwamo by Emoji 11.5 billion euros. I think the conversion in dollars and 13 Anambwa.
Okay,
yes, by in euros now by 11.5 billion. For this small Ghana, plus the resources that we have, just an open. But the chance from Kropo. Latest answer on the best a year or more drug economy. Almost $750 million be Afri exam. They do the year or memo we more. I'm on by my list, which is in the hands of parliamentary order book in parliament. Omo atemize ye esikano de omo ba omo de beye pep $1 kura am pound esikano ngobra 720 something million dollars and ye bi so omo se nanka no wahin omo say processing fee de aba no so adwuma na omo se mo de ba beye no so for la interji and you see so omo ma cost of the project omo bo project na omo ma cost omo bo project na omo ma cost I have it here esikano by ma me hrabasa somebody ye den so for like who somebody ye den into the amu ye na say na ye trahanes ye pese you question the rationale behind the hiring of private jet Nanado several times. I can't hold me. Now say you insinuate say, "Oh, kwana ye mu na dia na no mudi gumuko." Now say yes be tracking, and as a tracking now, okuja to the buy no. Sanka tracking.
Sana bibi wo mo anka okuja to be hu abeka.
Now the tracking doesn't give the consignment
content.
If you look at Okuja to a Black West tracking system and evidence or the buyer, he never mentioned anywhere say bag winner them brown. But what you make specific allegations of cocaine and cash. So you must prove it. In the other city, I know Miss Roma ban or just on because a be ana sa evidence no what they see kakra or they take bass a be a sika wom and as a cocaine, maybe ana sa footage or what. But we're holding on to it. I don't know ban here who said this is a real bomb. You understand? But my idea, pictorial evidence and video actually and said, Tarmac and so yes, idea no so whatever it is no. You baby at the LED co. And the MPP dear said, Mugu Abontino, most of them bedi or mochi. Now more you do and I said, you're better to put be able to get the money. I'm sure 4 years and so on. Now somewhere see what Hannah. Not anything. But I'm surprised. Probably I want to believe say abino or yes strategic in terms of says cases or the courts. I want to pray and believe and also advise say yenye Chief Justice in free and Sana Sembia court because people need to be jailed to serve as deterrent. Me woman appointment and answer me koye adwuma bia. Sa adwuma ekoso no me de beto ma adwuma say nkrofo bi ye ABCD e ma ye de om ko gum. Enti me nkoye bi. A parliamentary committee here from Public Accounts Committee. Mami hwe nsem o matra so aka evidence o mo dia begu abonte. Ye de letter ko say ye prosecute o mo na yakata so. Ye koye anase ye ba. Intimacy de owura ntim na sem ne de. Me feel say it is hollow and I want to believe say it is just to sway our attention.
It wants also be proven with evidence.
Exactly.
Facts.
It is just swaying our attention off the containers. You see, you calculate here, millions of dollars have been lost to the state. And no, Nema, go Obika container no was in there. Yes, you understand. But the people behind the loss of the container, don't do no they are the people following Ura and team for you.
Oh, evidence.
Oh, now we are board chairman. I say what try why you try. I'm a normal we are so now we be accused. Say young coach a finance say port authorities port security. I didn't container before say be free hono. National security can port security can port authorities customs omo nyina kan. We would also can. We are CEO of ECG. I also can. Now say we are board chairman so I also can. Why do you exonerate yourself? Even when the case has not gone to court. Now what can say yen chiwe and I say yen chiwe. Now what your own count. It doesn't make sense.
I was here for 900.9 and was so good I would see and I my Ghana and Tikofia J Ediaba and watchers they insulted everyone in this country including Anado. Now they are threatening to take people to court. Emmanuel Kwaku Yamwa. Oh, Ima God with us. Wakasa name Alote and Adote. Just in case President Mahama is snapping on his job, he should quickly wake up and take a good look example of President Trump's economic house cleanup exercise. Countries embarking on countries are embarking on housekeeping exercise in order to withstand the global evolutionary trade war from the territories of Western world. Such measures are not in place instead. President Mahama is watching his men intimidating and harassing people's rights. Or say Kwaku UK and free a buyer. And as that the MAAME was a senator in Ghana here when some judge accused the Ghana Armed Forces of using military Air Force planes to transport items. He never told us and went ahead to say that the Chief of Defense Staff must come and explain. Okujeto was tracking the plane of the president and putting it out on radio and TV. Who arrested these babies? The NDC must know that they cannot intimidate anybody, and if that is what they want, they should be ready for us. Hey! Everyone knows that this man as an intern is an NDC employee on the show. George Gaze. Commensa Pillar 2, Dom Kwabenya constituency. JDM through Ato Forces advocated for 6,000 price of cocoa in opposition. Now they have decided to maintain the old price. Ghanaian farmers. Special greetings to Haji Sophia Mohammed, incoming NPP National Women's Organizer, hopeful. And I say, I wonder if NPP communicator comes on the show today. Meshach Azante, Itim must bring the evidence whether he likes it or not. If not, he will be arrested for causing fear and panic in the public. NPP can cry blood. Nobody cares. Some of the messages are one more a day about. Now, quickly, let's move on to the fight against Galamsey. Alote, ban is saying now government so won't even set a deadline in the fight against Galamsey. Because at least I saw ultimately my yibi to sudia bi.
Mami,
yes.
Answer my call no. Who be sa of your question be say why are we vilifying Reverend Tim Fojo?
And the MP and Anado and the family.
No, I think it was on Reverend Fojo.
But
my point is as a ranking member, Obi Watna Parliament or this is his third term. You should know that the image of the country or mine we have something we call reputation.
Yeah.
Now young cranny year will lose confidence in.
Did you think a person of such caliber will just come out and do some camouflage
they can about can letter JB Dankwane Muchroy. They can do worse things.
So JB Dankwane so Reverend Tim Fojo. And don't you mean you took
it's coming from their party. I may say Rollins prophesy say these people they don't change their character. They don't change how they operate. They only change their name. UP, PP, MPP. That's the only thing they do. They don't change their character. So it's no they can do it. And America say you must be mindful of the image of the country, which is an asset. To me say the country's image before the investor community. So say what in same way? I say you believe say I deal with say minor, mommy. I say we have a press conference. Is that what you do? Don't you take this information straight to the committee? No, you know you find say because in this are buying. Won't you call BNI? Won't you call all the security agencies? But you have a committee. Take to the committee. Say near Echo say Charlie, what do we do? Not Uncle Selman, but you come and do press conference. Nonsense. We have social media. Omamoti US in UK na actually press conference nibi. Press conference I hollow. Intro. Yes. Then later he said, "Oh, Nyoka is for the minority caucus." I feel so near more on the Facebook no. Then he wanted to edit the things. Because he knows say no. There's something that will affect him. My mom say, "Or call BNI." So and about 10 o'clock. Or call say, "A can you say he doesn't have any information." Do you know? There's a law that must deal with him. He must be charged.
Oh yes.
Yes. And I think say, I'm pushing. Say NIB, the Attorney General, they must push. Say when to me and prove anything, charge him, deal with him. Now I lesson to all of us. Then I'm sorry. I mean, men can was men can so very careful. Because we can't sit down for you to say this. And up to now, and I make say, time or black yeni winning an exposition in ano. Mami, on my evidence, me training you see the thing step by step. I watch it. So if you have any counter evidence, you bring it. It will show you photocopies of all the PPA. Most side steps in ano. It will show you amount, BBA. So bring the thing, let's see it. Say one more. Then the right people will be dealt with. But in chair, you can't say, say, you can't and you will not even keep quiet. Oh, there be a Yanisa, me Bishop now friend. Because it's Bishop Takia boy. He's from Victory. On friend said, Master, what you mean fast or anything and just at Niamano? It's wrong. Seriously. Because okay, I will say a reverend, and it's a reverend under the man. So at least it should give you some counsel. It's wrong. You can't do this to the country. Just do something. Now, basa. Now, want to be film. Basa. I mean, on the Galamsey issue, no. Say sometimes no. Young 2 year boys now say news people headlines was me who Honorable Felix ne picture ne those 2 paragraphs, but we forgot to go and listen to the entire tape. Now who the reason what cancer no. Mommy, from the time Bible no ye chro ye can say Mommy, that shall not steal. Don't you have people stealing? Yeah, man, 10 commandments. You are there. They be a chimo, yes. And they be answer a question. And I feel so, mommy, ya chin will be some of them have been in jail for 20 years. Last time we call court on some issue be. And will be by for appeal. I'm about for appeal, no. If I say, oh, after the 40 years, 20 years, I say, hey, what not prison 20 years? That was my first time I made because I issues.
That's why then.
My real issues, you know, him say something happened. Man, 40 years. And he appeal and say, you call issues. It's like, on no should not end him. And why 20? And no any part, a say, do I issue somewhere no 20 no a year? And I judge can say, it's supposed to, I think the state attorney or that and I call leave or something. Unless or no banner, that day not. Hey, I was shocked. Let me see. That day I confirmed in DD, so I was behind.
Who case no maybe where who case no nipa or you transfer.
Yes. And a gentleman being so.
Now you who dockets no. What's some.
And a gentleman being so. I mean who no. Yes. Me gentleman being so. Need 10 years. Was service 7. And I mean na dom or your course. I think say it was even the leeway. Oh, this is what 30 NT. Now, Pato say was 70 and Kayen pardon.
70?
No, I mean 10 was 7 years.
Okay.
On a pardon, not because you any course, no. Or coffee, which you is. So 20 years, 15, you're like, what? Oh, my point is, yeah, I mean, that's why chief anything, criminals and thieves in the country. But you know, say, New can say, Nipani Bisan say, Osi are buying a fight it Galamsia. My timeline, oh, feel say, after 2 months, no, yeah, and then so there be. You put in the right measure in Crawford fine chain. Aye. And so what you have to do is to put in the right rules, right security. Then you deal with them. Second I'm saying start here, mommy. I'm to say way back. I'm to say those years you say the official mining companies in a particular place. Now Chrome for then the small ones say was here no. Oh, yes. So the point is say we can tell you say in 6 months time there be, but we are going to put in all the measures. Say to me land reclamation, forest and so yes but we some people will find a way. And America said though you think Crawford jail, people still find a way to steal. But the point is say the law must be firm and the security agents must be alert. But yes, I know still they are doing it. Exactly. The point is, we do all those things. We are doing it. You see, I think for more than 100. You see, excavators. Yes.
And I'm saying, this is more excavators. Maybe
no,
about 40 excavators.
Yeah, time there.
Politicians.
No. About 46 has been seized. Microphone has been arrested. Yes. So we'll do the land reclamation. Yes, the forest. We are doing all these things. And to be said, when are you going to say, oh, there be? But if you can say responsible mining, the right way of mining, I say some of the areas will find corners and do it. What you must put in place is say the security should be alert. Then you arrest them. But it will never stop. Say we will not see 1 or 2 people. So more here. It has not stopped. Say in Grofo area they ever circle, ever condition, ever be 18 They still do it. Even though we say, me fear be a Nepal him say, man ever 2 ever few. But the criminal every out to go and steal. The man shot him. They were away in the area, and the guy stays in the area. Someone way or 2 of you or crime, but it still went there. And you know, say, it will be part of her, but systems must work. One, there should be security alert. Be arranged. By this time, no, we will not get to this point. Wow, that's the point he was making. On cancer will not solve it. Say the problem will be there lifelong. No. Okay. Look, let's not change the statement. You go back to question now. Journalists be saying no. Because be saying say, when are you going to finish solving Galamsey? How? I can't give you 6 months, 1 year, because we will do it. We will solve everything. We will make sure say money. But mommy,
let's give ourselves 2 years. You bet me they are back from to Abia this level.
No. Bisa say, when are you going to finish? End it. I don't see how. Or can I say, when should we see at least significant results of Niamo Yenanka? Oh, okay. my 1 year. You see, say in Son as a forest, so as everybody said, 9 forests were invaded. You're sacking people from 7. They go on a Akatu. 7 out of 9. Oh, they are doing all those things. But I don't say, who's sacking people from 7? No, people will not rush to go to the rest of the 7. No. They may go, but what system are you putting in place? Oh, make I assemble your director. Time I make sure they was having great. I can't. Or see, may the students a class. May can't say student neighbor no on my dear, and no family. But you not say one pass here. I'll blame you responsible. Now, then say how? Or see, you must put in the right measures and structures. Say, Obi Biara over the Biano, you reform the person. And you know, Obi Philizam, sir, it is not my student, but the teacher is my problem. Wow. And the question should be that, what are we putting in place? And I may kind of say, yeah, to me, reclaiming 7 out of the 9 forests. No. What have we put in place in the 7? Because people will try and go there. Almost be a deep and say, okay, I did one round, I'm saying, go. So what the things we are putting in place, no, that is the best measures. But you can't say forever there will not be any issue of galamsey. But how we solve it, how we manage it, that makes you a good country. If you're American, all the countries, no. Once a while, you say I take cocaine, America, even though it's an unlawful thing. But you meaning say never know say a higher dinner and or the foul near chino. As that means the cocaine issue in America has been ended. No. That's the point or making. So let's not change the story. Okay. Ora Mahama and that buying is well determined. Say the galamsey issue will be a thing of the past. We'll put in the right and very soon you will see the things are it was our fight. No.
Is that no?
That's it. A little challenge galamsey fight. And I want to pray and hope and also believe. Said the measures that we all expect is being put in place behind closed doors until say Ombe release those friends saying modalities of the fight against galamsey. One of those modalities, which was a campaign promise by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, so Oba Bema obey use AI to fight galamsey, and I'm expecting that. In fact, we must also admit. Say the AI form of fighting against galamsey, the previous administration under Obama and now the Danko Kufuado.
Menkasa.
Oh, okay, my translation. What's the Manchester?
Nobody did.
Just a Bianca.
Former President Kufuado.
Okay. Okay.
And I also obey a president.
I am a Yabia. Man can't you know? It's an error. Inti mame.
Yeah.
And then another Danko Kufuado. The same AI system was employed by Ura from Pomboating. Emma, yen kromponanka yenim yen tia bontin, but until send a report ne ba bontin. HHM say media my Emma from dio. Na nkrofo no mo power me say menye minister was asoye no. Me di systems na gu akwemu awie no, omo say da wo omo ma menyusu. Because omo aye be hu say omo the systems are app bi mobile what in kra na so obi across red line
ubehu no
green line e red zone no ubehu, but they never allow them to deploy those systems. Now the previous administration again can say omo the drones ba be deliver moja money sa no manoma ye bohu de say it was not say na bad, but the cost involved and it was alleged say NGO for mobile be any free. I could you $12 million in exchange for free. I buy yes drone zip line. As we speak, the zip line is working perfectly. And what stops us from employing those AI systems? Say drones best survey the rivers. Now what buy your mount portfolio? Fight against galamsey. Was Mako never command. Mako yi pa 400 and something say. Omo in training, omo money expertise say omo your water guards. Mame, if your president has promised AI. Now what ba now we implement here? Was me confirm the person on transition no. So your informant. Na ni panas bosom so aketua say na odi be ma no 5,000 and I saying. Nti so be ma na 5,000. Now once they all live in the same community, because what we are being told, they say they will be informant because they live in the community, they know the rivers, blah 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 blah. Nti mama say meme eye galam say. As time goes, you bet to me, we get to know one another. Now say, we bosom so between 5,000. Now to hold my man soon, 10,000. Mammy who say me call back obeka. Into Enchebia, the so-called water guard, who are no saints. If you say to no crop, you say, will be mobile, a man of fentanyl, a be to me uncle. And these people, at the end of the day, will become close with Sir Galam says into your seminar beside Griga. And there be a year example be someone who said, why do we think that Boko Haram is being difficult to fight? It is so because the security architecture in Nigeria are in tandem, they are in cahoots. What a friend is saying, Boko Haram for no. It is a mobile operations, obi to be more information. Just like Ghana here, it is alleged. So sometimes mobile soup a particular area. Police for no able to be more information. Say, Massa, because that's where they get their daily bread from. Into Ubako obi aneho. And a time will come when Operation Ebe Shasia, who call Galamsey side now, Unko who will be because that is what happened when we came about with the operation, so and so operation, that. And almost who say, from the first week in the acquire CZ normal, gold, cash, any excavators, at the expense of, at the risk of our lives. And so, Yabano, normal season, there has not been single day, buying beer, Abba Bontiabeka said. Operation Stop Gala, Omuko Yeno, this quarter, no more Mrs. Yeni, gold valued at so and so, cash valued at so and so. Mami, what to be that? And she said, if they seize that and then bring it to you, the politicians, now you are not accountable to the citizens. Now more they are sharing. What stops me saying, so I Bobby home by National is can be. And you don't have me to me and fighting. But Mami, to say, we don't know when we will finish fighting that I'm saying. And also, you are another bone of contention. Mami, why is the military there? In every country we have a military. Omo said anything. Omo mandate ne say obi if ya manone anase cross force ebe to ahye o minus wa ombeko agye man no enti se galamsey fo ayenim se bi mu ya manfra anase omo firi amanone akoti agu ye forest mu a omo nurse bia hen sa ye military no say obi beto ahye so ombeko agye ye no. You are telling me, say, I want to mean Kunji and was idea with me. Mentia say. Then the another something that doesn't make sense at all is the fact say, yeah, chiwa foreigners ni be deport wo. Me am ye Ghana ni assassin me media no. Men ye make it doesn't make sense.
Asa na say make kan say China for no ye do am ko jeli wo China.
Omo boa. And we chikropo the abato dwan
because me ni sa Ghana ni be ko China kwa kodi semfo na omo deport no se bra ukrom ni empane so
omo say ye deport omo a ye kokko jeli omo ho in the harsher manner blah 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 omo boa mame it is the most outrageous something I've ever heard. Say foreign and what best say yesu was when he assassinate you know who deport no now what jeli Ghana no the reason is that ye jail no emususa they are not conducive for the foreign society.
Now, you just must understand of almost
Bisabim.
You need to so by trade. Is that me say, Nasa Manu, the Sumas, Macodin, some on any at Macquaco, and then Jamaica.
You, mammy. And she said, my boy, who fiasa. Not military, you are not going to unleash the military with brute force on these people. Now, you are more clock the drama. We can never fight against Galamsey because it is a terrorist attack, and the sector minister himself has acknowledged that. So if terrorists buy as well, I feel the military who could train they don't have any expectation.
But I'm fair.
And Nipa no could train no, what command never command. Now some never command among kwe. Now you can say we are at war. And Tiania say you better who helicopters, drones are horror. Now you debate TS you almost because you see with infrared cameras, even an ajo, you can zoom into the green zone. And this red zone will be one. You can easily fire and kill the person. Osama bin Laden, Nipa Bakumpe, 24 Navy SEAL, fully armed. with Tomahawk helicopters, and the corner so. And then when they were going, as I have explained here before, the backups, everything was. They sat in America. They were monitoring the system. They were monitoring friends, a fear or team, and they did not just strike once. And monitor your movement in the house, everything for more than 1 year. And some more taking action. Into yetiha na enne we are capable as a result of AI technology. You bet to me, I'm making sure say we can survey all the rivers. Now yes, say no. Now we say there be who try my river guards acquired. Say there's a certain chemistry that doesn't work when people come to government. Because here at Yabonton, we see it clear, so you can do ABCD and fight it. Unleash the military.
Now, who is politicians, they don't know how.
And I mean, one, until I say Togo Baba Trasher, so the Amama Soja Fako. Akokon. Foreign Assembly or Tutu Abagana. And your Mobama military Nako. These guys are terrorists. They are destroying our future. And in the next 100 years, Obi Yabawono, not sad deformity no because. Sa no mana akoni maminu ne nanamu sa no na abaye bibi ho. Nti mame this approach piecemeal and knee-jerk approaches are ye issue ne there be a media press nation emfahwema. The military must wake up. And ne say yesi ku wasi Ghana. Who can say military omo favor ko omo sore nko. Nti ade nti na nkrofo we mun taking a say. And even the most annoying thing I am told allegations have it. Say, omo aye select omo kura omo call sa kwaye ni mo no. They are say omo pray him because and the omo ye selection so they take bribes. Huge sums.
And Sanya
select omo.
Because
yes, it's a whole murky system. I am here to know if there's any country on the African continent and the world, wako school we na ukope juma na say immigration na obekwa yesi to bribe 20,000 any 40,000 na immigration and say police and say military no ukwa abosom ye betu say we take home pay say 50,000 5,000 that's you do 20,000 it means in advance no man you 4 months pay adi cry na yetimu adi o man ye my school we must say education is the key to your friends that's you call we are na key no ayira yentumi ma dream o man wo musa men menti ase enti youth ni nyina I helpless because how say state institution government institution my school you have the necessary qualification me ba be pay you must to your bribe answer me your ba say me no be dancer
some ebusian for need 100.9 and ya so go so the last one ya me pese e boss hotel koko price no alotem pese udomo suko yie pa because mo dey your campaign promise some bag koko 6,000 per bag ne koko akua for ye ya to man and omokoto e ma ba fe de mo ba ya mo say koko board say mutimi koko board say mutimi ntum and they say akua for my disappointed what is happening
Mami, frankly speaking, me who topic no. I was trying to research say I am passe koko but the cancer. But me say that me san can be biasa. Omaka. Newspapers na
me akwam say na my own news.
Because me who topic and say there be me share we no. And I face cocoa board. I don't know say they have gone back to finance ministry and I say more agric ministry. Was agric minister at that time any finance minister. And I share the price of cocoa at that time on the world market. I can say omu you see 67 formula nanka. They should have given cocoa farmers the 6,000 na abayan fa 3 no. But maybe abayan omu dane no. If a majority my cocoa farmers about 37%. Wow. And I was expecting say sir assembly will come from the finance minister and agric minister. Wow. Then I'll know what to say. But cocoa board there can say no, I don't and I think so well I don't have the information say mukasa but I'm just
but cocoa board omo de yoma kasa o
and I make say me who topic no I did my research I didn't get any information for now
and then
but I'll try and then get the information on it but like I said no it's I'm expecting Minister of for Agric any finance minister to affirm the cocoa board there can because like you said, no, last year you share price you talk cocoa beans no on the world market. And we say a bank could have given cocoa farmers 6,000, no far, about 30% of price now no. And I can say a bar will do it that way. It will be 60 to 30 to the government. I didn't know. But now I don't know why they are saying that. But I mean, say cocoa board, they have a lot of issues. I'm only guessing. Probably the issues then they need to clear. Beans I'm record this year no. So beans no, will not be part of their revenue. We are owing beans, cocoa beans. You have to supply to them because we are owing them. Until they are collateral. And the beans is going to pay. I think I was still about 250,000 or so. Several, and they have a lot of debt. About 32 billion at that sector. In Kofu Mobile, almost sell my no, and don't you know of our air describe it? For president, sometimes you have to understand because every sector be ordinary every sector, and they have a lot of issues at that place. They are owing cocoa, even cocoa road, they are owing them. Cocoa road, Omodeka. On the world, the way so Omodeka, baby, I'm told about 32 billion. I can't down. Beans now, they record this year, will go and clear all those things. We will not even get anything from it. Wow. And don't you know, anything so, I'm saying so, say, yes, I say, cocoa amount nanka, you know, we're close to 1 million tons. Now we are doing about around 400 and something 1,000. Wow. So we have a lot of challenges over there. But I think I need to get to understand from Minister of Finance and then Agric Ministry now to confirm near Okano.
Matemeda say, Mr. Yosanitano, also for the Bri, quick one, Nafi Yemfa, and sorry, so I'll let him patch me that. Hey, I said, Bailey. Hey. Yeah, some more. Some of the messages are yet been crop will be at the Abamamifa and Tramuta and Sana Misatano, but no the way for Samanka Senos. The Reverend Team for John must be picked to assist the security services in their investigations. It can cause panic and fear to this country and work free. Lies and propaganda will not have room this time around. Greetings to Eastern Regional Minister Honorable Rita Akosia Awate and Ode Abba Ewahanamo Essay. Afen so bakwa Meshak Asante we free Amasama. Hey Meshak, right up here. A door pa. At long last the battle has ended. Honorable James Jachikwesin has finally been vindicated by the Supreme Court. Every sincere person could clearly see that the case had no merit since the beginning. It was just a political trial by the previous NPP administration to reduce the number of NDC MPs in the 8th Parliament. But thank God they have now been put to shame. Mr. Tano Bajo, your quick comments on the cocoa prices.
Information I say one that
information on what?
On the cocoa, because I see on information. Mama, I do not recall say NDC every campaign so omoba ombetum. I recall say at a particular season, omo can say a minor and major season. At a particular season, na world price the one na akosro no and no na ema ura to force mo ba bonten be ka say sa season no sanka na wo hwe ne yie pa na se wo calculate ya na nka se kuyafo ye ma omo at least 60% na wo the bar scan mo per the dollar no mo na about 6,000 per bag, right? Na no echi ya pa ura erikopoku no. In fact, he even has explained it further to say no cocoa beans no yeah the catch say I do take about 38 million tons before say NDC e be free about na cocoa tonnage no was almost 1 million in the NPP buy no e so abetia bedum pempe so asesi an do 500,000 tons ama e council a eska omokoji syndicated loan omokoji ye eso omode okoto cocoa no omo jisika no but omo anya cocoa na supply enti ama sa eka no eda ho enti this season cocoa na ye bete no instead sanka ebetumi atuma ma cocoa farmers no in fact anka betumi atuma mo but what it is that say omo ti cocoa na isika omo so omo ko tua eka no a eda ho no sa 30 about 250 something or 38 million tons now. The gym who's can so yan supply no. Enti already opokusa me kapa or can say because of that no, they will have to use the anchor increment anchor so mo de be makuya for no. They will want to use it to clear those debt and as a that debt. Now sana the next season no, because normally in the minor and major no, I say the percentage be what I am between 10 and is it 20 or 25% or whatever it is, right? It is the more reason for what I know, and I said for what Ura Pokuku and said, yes, and he the air better no, Mr. Sanke, the bet two mama cocoa farmer, which in fact is their legitimate right, but also more a sacrifice a bois a bang. Now you did tria a sakano. And nothing I may say, or more the other two just say, or more say, or more two or more fracadam cocoa farmers. I think say I had this ready. Mum no more to cocoa for an enemy. Sanka, a bear, or my entry as I can win. We are now your home, the beer de cocoa no, the price no puma pabisi.
Okay, that's sippy, Mzatano. I was here for her and your day discussion singing your demo Ebesia Sedakasia and comma Emmanuel Adote Alote of the NDC and Yao Asani Tano political analyst. I was here for a BA phone line starts from 03022443. If I just about 5 calls, not fair the programming in Abba area. Hello, good afternoon. Maybe I told you maybe a free film. A coffee phobia and patriotic you.
What a mega.
Meton Kapa.
Mame me pato. Ghana ha. Yo a Christopher. Pa se a Christopher ha. Inti ora ya asane tano. Koko hu asem ya wo defend ema NDC. Ti ofi okwa sore pa. Hey, eviase pa. Sane. Mame ana me di mu ya o. Sa o betra wa so e social commentator. Ayama mo kana mi bu. Oh, ka ya na na do wa be mu. Eti sama no pa so che me se na NDC. Yeah, but them no koko bo neck na ho. Our fire sanita no. I don't think this woman pulls because one can go back. Gonna for her. Yeah, question now. Mommy and Kay, Yakume turn NDC. When you start 2028, oh my, you won't did that. And then you continue, Galam say, and then my name Casa, body, and Tosi, Meko, Untimento, when you be put what talk. What's the radio so, and I would defend the NDC. Why does when you move?
Medasipi, Yamin Shao. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO.
About your yanko.
Dr. Nimani, Nitia, a incoming national organizer. Maybe our concern, honorable to board with national chairman. And I so Nana K. Brad about this go from Shadow Yana honorable. Mammy, and Mr. Sanitano, Obama make us analysis to political analysis. About in the name of this, and yes, this is our penny woman position. It's not about the son or notice. But I say, it is a Sabina position now that I don't think that's a college now. Near Nani and celebrating. But why is my demand? Share a full time one more a devil. So, my penny, that the chairman one for Comono. Now, one time we say, and maybe two shima. It is never made place. I find I'm a component and still to that. And then we'll go to what I say, o sia kwa bi o mo nti no so obi ansa e ka be na Ghana abambe be na obeta so onya ka da so onya bi to mo e tu ba na wo so wo de oba betum tuma ye na rehwa ye ne ze bi excuse Ghana epe e ne mo nka so be ya mai na ma o mai hoto ye no mo sia ho hye wa mo ba mai hoto ye mo mai hoto ye no na hwe e ne excuse sa mo ba ye se ye political ayi campaign le ye no
Medasipi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Me ba chodi ni be bia frefim.
Eno kunyo me kasefi o manga.
Yo eno geti o.
Yo nyamisha na ejuma pa boma o mangana. Na mitia o panelist na wo studio o mabo ejuma pa. Ti ya na efe no o mo ba na mo de bia o betrete na mo kire Ghana fo. Tete na ye nua no before o mo lu support na o ya o nya ho ya o mo pese o man ni be ko so nti. De bia mo tuntu ne propaganda gum. Eye pa say o mo ba studio no mo betrete no mo pie Ghana fo ni. na asɛm bɛ ne yɛka ne ni yɛnyɛ mo afi fo mo tum wo mo lusi lesi 3 months na mo start ke mo isu sa no mo tum wo kwa bro na nya start e de mo besu asumoja hwɛ asɛm bɛ ne yɛka mo ka se si a koku yɛsi yɛbɛtu koku ma ko 60 million ɛne yɛnto so Maame Biamah yɛmbisa ho sɛ koku board board na ɔyɛ mo set ɔmo de join prices no mo de ba yɛmbisa sɛ ɔmo set krampo ana aka ne
Medase pi. Awusiafo ha ena ye de dwumadie ni nyina ebesi aseda kese nkoma production Jordan Aduma Jero Sajma Frema Bankro na ya Safo Abdullahi Dasmani ena ohene wa kese. Awusiafo media sede ni kabia muhia Emmanuel Adote Alote. Mona na sema me wate awie die wa mama di lunch special sonko a special lunch papa watch them say the party about power you lie bad many frema and na why ye show and kasa Mr. Mo ayi offense anya so to for we anya yo anya constituency dia we are between many frema and a friend honorable eti we die me pa mo cho ai eti yeda mo nyina se obi bia wo gi bretie yen wa otimi efre ye send text message yeda mo nyina se edin ede MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO obetimi afrem biamzi one woman gadama mi soja ni nyina afrem ya mejo so dodo me nam di dwumadi ho chia me sabra me so rola michael ba beje adwa no agent atako fie esa we na ya wada wo chini fie wo nteme nka wa ha nyame ya domo a me da betimi nka peace 104.3 de make a chawane se hwe ho so ye na wiase nye ewiem nye etimi se hwe ho so ye na hwe ho so ye a ubanyina che de wadidie ye woni nipa ntem kita hodie adwuma bi a wo ye bibi asem bi epie wa no amoaka ya fa ahweyi eto ho bi de nyame jaw bye bye amaga onya otu
ode ebafo empo emabunu bi ebre ewo anim nanso eni yade biara wo no mekanfo up